It's about damn time. Thank you, Mark Davis. Thank you. We're back, baby. Let's go.
17-0 starts now.
It's rare to fire your coach when you're 8-0, but he did it anyway.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I love it.
I'm trying to remember who selected Josh McDaniels as the head coach.
Oh, don't do this right now. We're happy, Mace.
Well, okay.
I know where you're going.
Who selected 6 coaches or 8 coaches since
Mace,
Al Davis has passed away? He's one of the worst owners in sports.
Do not shortchange us.
He's one of the worst owners in sports.
6 is not the right number.
Is it 8?
Your facts are incorrect.
Is it 8?
8 coaches in 12 years.
8 coaches in 12 years.
And you know what, Greg? Jim Harbaugh makes 9. When does he
get
get here?
It's all happening.
Let's go. It's all happening here.
Just because you hate joy doesn't mean we have to.
I don't hate joy.
Harbaugh's going to come in dressed in all black. He's going to say, I've been suspended from college football for life, but it doesn't matter because now I'm the coach of the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're excited.
I wonder if we could get him before the end of this year.
Who, Mark Davis?
Harbaugh.
So, okay.
Harbaugh.
You know he's coming, right?
No.
He's perfect.
I don't know that he's coming.
And by the way, Greg,
I
the day he gets here, he'll be the best quarterback on our roster.
You're right. But this is the plan. I think I got the plan. Okay. So, Ohio State plays Michigan at the end of this month at some point.
Right. Big annual rivalry game. Michigan's dusting them 2 years in a row.
Michigan is number 3 in the college football
Ohio State's
rankings.
number 4.
And Ohio State's number 1.
Number 1.
Oh, are they?
College football
Georgia.
playoff.
Number 1. No, Georgia's number 2.
No.
Okay.
Georgia's yet to play a top 25 team.
Okay,
There
you're
you
getting into different things. So, this is what happens. Ohio State beats Michigan. Michigan is out of the college football playoff. That's what I think is going to happen anyway, whether it happens or not. That happens. Jim Harbaugh says, I'm leaving. I'm going to be the head coach of the Raiders. He comes in December and finishes the year out
and
with the Raiders.
puts us on a Super Bowl run,
Let's
baby.
go.
And where's the Super Bowl this year?
Las Vegas.
Baby. Let's go.
Jim Harbaugh's the head coach of the Raiders in December. Come on.
And by the way, I'm going to go to the Sphere and watch there. It's going to be great.
Well,
wow.
I'll say this about Harbaugh.
The Sphere Super Bowl would be amazing.
Harbaugh is he's not a long-term answer, but he's a good short-term answer. I think Harbaugh wears himself out in places.
Exactly.
But you get a couple of good years out of him.
Can you think of a place easier to wear yourself out than the Raiders in Vegas?
What happened to we don't fire anybody until we know who we're going to replace him with?
We do know. What are you talking about?
Jim Harbaugh.
Harbaugh is coming. What are you not getting here?
I'm not getting that. I don't believe that's going to happen.
What?
I don't.
You know what you are? You are a killjoy.
No, I'm not a killjoy.
See?
I'm not a
Hates joy.
You guys have. You guys
killjoy.
have. If I think of the
Hey,
worst
you have
owners,
Sean McVay. You're all set and happy. You got like the best coach in the league.
Let
us have our joy.
You have your joy at the expense of whoever just got fired, but the reality is the same guy that made that hire is going to make this hire, and the next hire after that, and the next hire after that, as you recycle coaches. Bad ownership is bad ownership, period.
In the words of Steve Mason, I want my cake.
Yes. Where is my cake?
There's no
Where's
cake
my cake?
Cake equals championship. There is no
Jim
cake.
Harbaugh.
Yeah, we got 3 of them.
You have no cake. You haven't won since the 1900s.
That doesn't matter. We got 3 of them.
Technically, it wasn't the 1900s. It was the 2002s.
It was 1983.
Oh, the last time they won was 83?
Just win, baby.
Yeah. That was in L.A.,
That
wasn't it?
starts today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus Allen ran for like 900 yards in one game.
Yeah. Back to the 1900s, people.
I can't wait. That Mark Davis, God love that bull haircut, picked up the phone last night and said, he's out. I've had enough of Patriots West. We're done.
Did you see the
how
tweet
do you like
at 10
that
o'clock
one?
exactly? It came out at 10 o'clock exactly. I was so happy.
This
sent
is
the
a
group chat.
glorious day.
A glorious
day.
Glorious.
We're back, baby.
I hear the song again. Yes, thank you, Brian. Same page, Brian. Whoever
Did
it
you
was.
guys? By the
It
way,
was me.
Did you guys read that Bill Barnwell article I sent you this morning?
Yes.
Yes, it was
I
fantastic.
mean, Josh McDaniels was so much worse than we even knew.
Oh, yeah. There's some stuff on him.
It's just, and like Barnwell, who is fairly objective, he's the lead football writer for ESPN.com, said that he can't think of, and he's been that for like the last 15 years.
Yeah.
He can't think of 2 guys more than the Raiders coach and GM who had made more bad decisions in one season than these 2 guys, ever.
Right.
I mean, and
it goes, by the way, and some of the numbers are shocking here. Like, for example, he's been there, he was there 25 games, I think, right? 25 games, 17
like
last
that.
year.
17 and 8, yeah.
Blew 5 double-digit leads. has failed to score 20 points in 9 out of the last 10 games. They lost. Remember, they were the team that lost to Jeff Saturday the first time he coached the Indianapolis Colts last year.
We're protesting that game. We could get that turned around.
Went straight from the set of get up to beating the Raiders. How about loss to a Division II undrafted quarterback in his debut? Tyson Badgett from the Bears.
If we had Tyson Badgett now, we'd be on a winning streak.
And lost to Baker Mayfield after he was with the Rams for 3 days.
And I think 3 days is generous. I think he really only had 1 day of practice.
Yes. So he's got a well-established record of being a failure now in 2 spots. I don't think he gets another head coaching job. He probably goes back to New England, right?
Does he get the OC job somewhere?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, there are guys.
But it has to only be in New England. He's not good anywhere else.
Well, there are
he was
guys
with the Rams.
that Mason and I had when we started the Mason and Ireland show, which was back in the prehistoric ages.
It's the 1900s.
Yeah. The Chargers had a coach named Dan Henning, who was generally considered the best offensive coordinator in the NFL. But if you talk to Dan, and we used to every week like we talked to McVay, if you talked to him, you knew 5 minutes in, this guy's not a head coach. And the Chargers kept him for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And I will make this point again. I don't understand why NFL people don't get this. You people that keep hiring Bill Belichick assistants, it doesn't work. There is no Bill Belichick coaching tree, all right? Eric Mangini, Romeo Crennel, Josh McDaniels, all these, Charlie Weiss, it keeps happening. And I always say, I could rattle off like 5 or 6 more names if you study the people that they pulled out of New England, who was a Belichick assistant, gave him a head coaching job. It never works. And somebody says, what about Mike Vrabel? Vrabel played for Belichick, but never coached with him.
Right.
And Vrabel's been good in Tennessee, but Vrabel never coached with Belichick. He just played for him. So I think that finally, and I hate to admit this too, but I mean, it was the same thing with Phil Jackson. Phil didn't have a coaching tree.
Right.
Every one of his assistants who went on to be Phil was the magic.
He was the tree.
Yeah.
It was him, and it did not grow anywhere else.
Right. That's Belichick.
Right.
And so I think that now, to answer your question, Greg, he's done being a head coach. He can be a coordinator, sure. But
some guys are good coordinators without being good head coaches.
Wasn't he the coordinator in L.A. for the Rams, or not, or maybe St. Louis? Josh McDaniels was with the Rams.
I don't know that. To the St. Louis days, I don't think so.
No, I know. Remember, he got offered the Colts job, and he backed out the night before they were going to announce.
Are you thinking of Kevin O'Connell?
No. It was a while ago. It was old.
Well, he was the head coach in Denver, and then he was the head coach here with the Raiders. But I think that those days
he was with the St. Louis Rams in 2011 as an offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, and he blew, and that was terrible. Yeah.
Well, and unless you go through some type of metamorphosis, I'll give you an example of somebody who was fired twice as a head coach and is now a good head coach. Mm-hmm. Mike Brown.
Right.
Mike Brown was fired twice in Cleveland and once with the Lakers. Went to work with Steve Kerr for 5 years as the lead assistant for the Warriors, and now Mike Brown is the reigning NBA Coach of the Year.
Right.
And so what Mike did was he got around Steve Kerr,
right,
and he got around the Warriors, and he said, and Mike talks openly about this, he said, I had to adjust. I used to have 3-4 hour practices. I used to be a grinder. And he goes, when I got around Kerr and Clay and Steph and those guys, and Kerr trusted the players, and now he's in Sacramento, and Michael, I think you'll agree with me, Mike Brown is now a very good coach.
Oh, yeah, he's learned his lesson. 3-4 hour practices.
Remember with Kobe and Fish, they said, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's one of the old school things from the NBA that I object to.
Which is long practices?
It's just ridiculous.
Well,
you don't need them.
I don't know if Michael's ever told this story on the air, but I'll have him tell it now. Michael believes that when they lost to the Pistons in 1989, they got swept.
Yeah.
Michael, who loves Pat Riley,
oh my God,
says that Riles grinded. They swept through the playoffs.
Right. 7-0.
And then Michael, what happened?
We had 10 days off between the next game, the first finals game, because the Eastern Conference was still going. There was a long series going on in the East between Detroit and somebody else. Anyway, so we had 10 days off. So Riley thought, Can't have the guy sitting around for 10 days not really doing much. I mean, even though we were going to practice, Mace, I know what I'll do.
Sure.
I've come up with a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
We'll go to Santa Barbara and have two-a-days.
Not the same story.
Two-a-days. I actually don't know this story. Do you know this story?
Yes, we've talked about it.
I don't know this story.
Okay.
It's new to me.
Okay, it's new to you. Go.
So don't play any Pepe
Two-a-days.
here.
And
Hey,
we
I
had
play
the
Pepe
hardest
when I want to play
practices we've ever had. I told Bill Burke, while we were going through a drill, I said, Bert, somebody's going to get hurt, man.
Right.
Boom. 5 minutes later, Byron pulls a hamstring. He's done
Byron
for the
and
final.
Magic both pulled hamstrings.
Yeah.
They were out for the
the
finals.
Oh, wow.
After they had gone 11-0 up to that point.
And you think it's because of grinding at practice?
Yeah, that was ridiculous, taking us to Santa Barbara for training camp when the finals are a week away.
Yeah, it's funny.
Who does that?
Well, Mike Brown used to be that guy. He used to be like the long practice, never take a day off. And he got around Kerr.
Yep.
And Kerr had played for Popovich, had played for Phil Jackson. And he said, you got to treat these guys like men.
Yep.
He said, you've got to trust. Clay, like when he got there, Clay and Steph were the best shooting backcourt in the league, but they didn't need to have 3-hour practices every day.
Right,
That was just
sure.
going to hurt them. Yeah. And so Kurt dialed everything way back, concentrated on shorter practices. McVay's talked about this, how he keeps his meetings shorter now.
Yeah.
And
Keeps you fresh.
And all of a sudden, that team showed up in the finals every year. And so, but Greg, to answer your question, I'd be shocked if Josh McDaniels got another job. And by the way, anybody who hires a Patriots assistant, you deserve to lose.
They all flame out. They all flame out, don't they?
They do. They all flame out. By the way, it's related
is
to
that?
that
Why do
story.
they flame out?
Because Bill Belichick, it's like for some reason, Belichick has no tree, Phil Jackson has no tree. It's like they're the secret sauce themselves, and it's not something that they can pass along. Like, look at McVay. By the way, name to watch for the Raiders job. This has worked in other places with Zach Taylor and Kevin O'Connell and Matt LaFleur's brother Mike is the offensive coordinator right now for the Rams. Now that's the tree that I want to be part of.
I don't think Greg Popovich's tree.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Maybe Alan could correct me, but I don't think any of his roots, any of his branches have won a championship. Monty Williams, Bruce Brown,
Mike Budenholzer never won?
Mike
Yeah, Mike Budenholzer won in
Budenholzer
Milwaukee.
He was the one.
Well,
Okay,
and then,
so
the other thing about Pop is like Taylor Jenkins, that really good coach in Memphis, is one of Pop's guys. Pop has a bigger tree than most great coaches.
Yes.
But every once in a while, you get Yoda. Phil Jackson is Yoda.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick is Yoda.
Sure.
You can't copy him.
Yep.
Just because you're taking, and I know this is a big coaching thing, just because you're taking his number one assistant doesn't mean you're getting Belichick light. Or Phil Jackson light.
Right, and by the way, Belichick is 36-40 since Tom Brady left. Why are you stealing coaches from that organization?
You just said it. That's why he was successful, because of Tom Brady.
100%.
That's why.
Yeah, and
otherwise,
those coaches had Tom Brady.
Phil would tell you if you put Phil Jackson on Truth Serum and said, what more than anything else, what do you attribute your success is? He would say, in Chicago, I had Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, and in L.A., I had Kobe and Shaq.
But to fairness to Phil, Doug Collins couldn't win with Scottie and Pippen.
Doug Collins couldn't win.
And what's his name? Who was the coach before Phil?
Phil was
Del
Harris.
Couldn't win with Kobe and Shaq.
Old Del Harris.
Yeah, so you needed that conductor to come in and
the right guy. The right
guy
guy makes the pieces fit.
That's right.
All right, coming up next, Michael Thompson's hanging out today. Lakers versus Clippers tonight. Michael, I want to get Michael's reaction to the James Harden trade.
You know how I feel. I told you a couple days ago.
I told you.
We'll see who's right, me or you.
Plus, I'm thinking about doing something in terms of personal grooming, but for a good cause. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nose job?
You going to go back to dyeing your hair?
I'll explain the whole thing next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game for free.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction, both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million Mega Sports Station. 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Questions during Game of Games. In Europe, people do this to ward off evil spirits.
Greg.
Put
their shoes in the wall.
Put their shoes in the wall is the correct answer.
Really?
Now, how are we supposed to get that? Put their shoes in the wall.
I would have thought like spray sage.
I said garlic. Everybody tried everything. Right. A crucifix, holy water, all that kind of. No, it was shoes in the wall.
Yeah, she should have given you multiple choice.
Should have been multiple choice. Yeah, and that was such an important game. Bergman, next time we have a really important game,
Laura should do it.
Coach up Laura for this.
It's not coaching up. The Game of Games is what you create of it. It's what you want it to be. Not all of them are going to be good. Not all of them are going to be bad. Maybe
but
just
that,
not.
Yesterday was a critical day.
Right. It was hard.
Everything hung in the back. Nobody was going to buzz in and say shoes in the
Look,
wall.
I loved the game because I won.
Yeah,
but otherwise.
Of course you do. All right, so, Michael, we had this conversation yesterday, the concept, and Kendrick Perkins suggested it. Hey, why not Lakers get James Harden? Well, he's gone. He's over with the Clippers. I think it's a disaster. Tick, tick, boom. I have no idea how that's going to work. You got 4 guys who are very ball dominant. You add James Harden to that mix. Michael, what do you think?
I think this is a great idea. I know James Harden personally. I've been around him, and I know how he thinks. And the fact that he's with 3 of his boys from Southern California, Westbrook, George, and Kawhi, they're all very close. He's home. He played in Artesia just down the street, and this is one of the places he wanted to play. So he's motivated, excited to be here, and you'll see the all-star James Harden come back.
I think I kind of heard that the last 3 times.
No, he didn't want to be in Brooklyn. He didn't want to be in Philly. He loved Houston, but then he got tired of it because Houston let everybody around him go, and that wasn't the same
But he
team.
was part of that super team, and then that super team dissolved, and then this super team, and then that super team dissolved. I mean, he has quit on multiple teams.
No, but this time he's with 3 of his closest friends. Believe me, he'll want to play here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a disaster.
I feel like I've heard that before, Michael, that he wants to play there.
Yeah,
with his
I mean,
friends.
didn't Westbrook want to play with LeBron and AD, and weren't
but
they,
it wasn't a good fit,
as you say, boys?
But now you guys stay off of Russell Westbrook because you see how well he's worked with the Clippers.
Well, we're going to find out how
he's
he
played
works
well
with
there.
James
So
Harden on the floor. We're going to find out what it looks like with Russell
3
Westbrook
games.
off ball.
Yeah, they'll adjust.
Let's see
Everybody handles the ball.
What's it going to be like? What's it going to be like when Russell Westbrook is a 6th man?
No,
how's he going to handle that?
You guys have short memories. You drive me crazy.
No, you have a short memory. You do not remember that he's tanked 3 franchises.
Do you remember how good Harden and Chris Paul was in Houston? They almost beat the Warriors.
What year was that?
Yeah,
a couple of years ago. What's
the couple?
2019.
No, was it 2019?
Yeah, the Warriors had to come from behind to get by
That was 5 years ago.
Was that 2019?
Yeah, but that was Chris Paul and James Harden.
Right, and Chris Paul is a ball-dominant player, and he learned to play off the ball, so will Harden.
But Russ can't play off the ball.
Yes, he can. What's he doing now?
What did he do for us?
What do you mean, what's he
playing
doing
off
now?
ball?
He's running the point, Michael.
He's the kind of player who plays off the ball by going to get hustle plays, Ireland.
Michael,
what is wrong with you?
It's like, did you not watch 2 years of
you
Russell
called
Westbrook?
all these games,
when we
Michael.
moved him off the ball, when LeBron took the ball and ran point, Russ just stood in the corner.
But he's not going to do that with the Clippers because he enjoys playing.
And
for
by
them.
the way, when he stood in the corner, everybody would yell, "No!"
Right
about when he was going to shoot
Did
up
you just
a three.
forget those 2 years?
He played well with the Clips. He went over there and got rejuvenated.
Right, because he has the ball.
But he'll be fine. But like I said, Harden can play off the ball. He's did it with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Let's say Russell does have it. Then Harden will say, okay, I'll play off the ball.
Harden led the league in assists last year.
what?
You want him playing off the ball?
He did it in Houston. What is wrong with you? Why didn't you remember that?
What are you talking
I was so scared.
about?
They were
Harden
good enough
had the ball in Houston every game he was there.
No, Chris Paul. You forget he was Chris Paul's teammate?
Right.
Backcourt teammate?
Right.
They played together. They meshed well. They almost beat my Warriors.
Okay, we're going to hold that thought because joining us right now is the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, our friend Sean McVay. Coach, how are you, man?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
We're doing excellent, Coach. And last week, I thought you guys dug yourselves a hole that you just couldn't get out of. You kind of played better towards the end and in the second half. But is the beginning of the game what killed you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was really a sequence of plays where it's a 10-3 ball game. You're getting the ball back. You know, we had a chance to really, go 7-7 with a couple things in our first drive and then end up turning the ball over for a touchdown. That leads to the next series. You end up getting a punt block for a safety, and then they return the punt, after a safety back, to inside, the 15-yard line. And so put yourself in a 26-3 hole against a really good team. What I was proud of was the fact that we cut it to a 2-possession game where you score a touchdown at the end of the first half. You get the ball coming out of the second half, go right down the field, get a 2-point conversion, and unfortunately you lose Matthew from that point on. And it would have been interesting to see, when he gets hot, things get really fun for us. But we dug ourselves too big of a hole, and you said it perfectly.
You mentioned Matthew. Matthew Stafford was injured, I guess originally injured on that 2-point conversion thing, if I'm not mistaken, where he dove into the end zone to get the 2-point conversion. What's his status? What's the percentage chance we see him on Sunday?
Yeah, it's hard to put a percentage. He's day to day. We were worried that it might have been a little bit worse than some of the news that we got afterwards in terms of it was a sprain of his UCL ligament in his right thumb, and so obviously the thumb is a significant part of being a special quarterback like him, and so we'll monitor it. Hopefully, we'll be able to see if he can go, and if not, then we'll have to plan accordingly, and Brett Rippon will do a nice job for us.
Sean McVay is our guest.
Who's the guy you signed to the practice squad that I'm guessing could possibly be elevated to backup quarterback if Matthew doesn't play?
Yeah, Dresser Wynn. He was with us in training camp, as one of our 4 quarterbacks, and so Dresser. We ended up bringing Dresser back to the practice squad.
Sean, I read Diana Rossini, who we like, said that you were going to try and go get John Wolford back. Did he just get a better offer from Tampa to stay there? Was that the situation with Wolford?
Yeah, he had been there. got an opportunity to be signed to their active roster, and so that was what led to John staying in Tampa.
All right, before we get to this week, let's do some stupid stuff. So Halloween, how does the McVay family celebrate Halloween?
Right now with we don't really celebrate Halloween. We got the candy and different things like that, but I think once little man gets a little bit older, then we'll be in full force like a lot of our coaches and players were, but not quite to that point yet. Usually I get home after the trick-or-treating is started and kind of finished up on a Tuesday night.
Sean, give us a baby update. How's the baby? How's Veronica? How are you?
Yeah, doing great. They're doing really well. A little over a week now. Got a great look in his eye, and he's waking mom up every couple hours, and she's been a true trooper about it. But it's been really cool. He's a great little guy, and you talk about changing perspective for all the right reasons. And Veronica's been outstanding. Can be a really great mom, and it's cool to be able to watch that start to unfold. How does
that change your day? Is there baby time in the middle of the night, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, when you come home at night, you get a chance to, because his schedule, he's still getting used to figuring out what time is the day, what is the night, but he's sleeping the majority of the time. But even if you can just kind of hold him and look at him, and then he'll open his eyes every now and then, and he'll say he'll be looking at me like he wishes I was his mom because he's hungry. So, but I time as I can with him, when I'm at home, and even just looking at him or holding him while he's sleeping is pretty special.
Sean McVay is our guest. Sean, Michael Thompson's sitting in with us today. Michael won 2 championships with the Lakers, and of course now he's more famous for being Clay's father. Clay's on his way to the Hall of Fame. He actually raised 3 professional athletes. His 2 older sons made it to the NBA. His youngest son, Trace, is an outfielder for the White Sox. Michael, Sean has a son, Jordan, that's a week old. What advice do you have for Sean as he raises young Jordan?
Multiple sports coach. Put him in multiple sports. Find him the right coaches and get out of his way and just be his dad and not his coach. Unless he asks you for advice, then you can step in. But get him the right coaches, get the video camera and video everything, but be a dad and not his coach.
What do you think, Sean?
Well, congratulations on all your success. I know you're super proud of what you did and what your boys are doing. I got a tremendous amount of respect for you and for those guys.
Boy, Coach, one thing about my son Clay, the middle boy who plays for the Warriors, he was a great youth football quarterback. In high school, they begged him to play quarterback. I told him, Clay, you play like Joe Montana. And he was good. He could have been an NFL. He could have been quarterback in your Rams.
Sean's grandfather was running the 49ers when Joe Montana was there.
He would have drafted Clay if Clay was still playing football. Clay was good.
I believe that. I have zero problem believing that whatever sport he picked up, he'd be special at.
So, Coach, it's interesting. Michael always says we do really easy interviews, that we don't ask any tough questions.
Michael, do you want to ask Sean a tough question?
No, he's having a rough year. I'm going to leave him.
Do you expect tough questions when you come on the Mason and Ireland show, Coach?
Not if you guys want me to come more often.
Exactly right. All right, so let's talk about the Packers. I know you have great respect for their coach, who used to be one of your assistants. This will not be an easy game. It's never an easy place to play. What are your thoughts about going into Green Bay and taking on Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, you said it. Always a great challenge. They've got great personnel. They've got great schemes. And so every single week in the NFL is a tough challenge. That's always a special, historic venue. With a lot of pageantry and a lot of history to go play at. And so it'll be awesome. And hopefully it won't be, I don't think it'll be as cold as it's been in previous years. So it'll feel a little bit more familiar to our LA weather, even though it's starting to get chilly in Wisconsin, to my understanding.
Last thing for you, here in LA, it's Lakers versus Clippers tonight. Do you have a rooting interest?
I stay neutral on that stuff. I just like good basketball.
Smart answer, Coach. Smart answer.
All right.
Well, listen.
Ask him what do you think about the James Harden acquisition.
Sean, do you follow the NBA in season? You're pretty dialed in on football, right?
Yeah, I'm dialed in on it. I'm a huge fan of the NBA and what those guys do, and I think it's great for the city to be able to bring a big time guy like James in. He's always been a player that I've admired from afar, and there's a lot of special players on both those squads, and so I've gotten to know T. Lou a little bit, and he's a stud. So I think he'll do a great job leading the way for James and the crew.
All right. Hey, Coach, thank you very much for coming on and playing our reindeer games. We look forward to you winning at Green Bay on Sunday. We will be watching, and we will be rooting for you. Thanks, man.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
See, I told you, everybody's for the pro James Harden. You're the only you and Ireland anti-Harden.
I love James. I just don't think it's going to work.
All right.
We'll see. So you think it's going to work?
Right now, I put them in the top 4 in the West. Now they got Harden.
Yeah. Tick, tick, boom. That's what I say. Tick, tick, boom. All right. Coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. And I want to remind you that whenever Coach McVay is on the air, it's courtesy of Service Titan, the all-in-one solution that connects your entire HVAC, electrical, and plumbing operation on a single software platform, helping make the combination we love every Rams season. Coach Sean McVay and Mason and Ireland. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
Return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction, both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million Mega Sports Station, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
All right, this is interesting. Question is, what television show would you like to be trapped in for a month, and who which character would you be?
What television show would I like to be trapped in for a month?
And which character would you be?
Sam Malone, Cheers.
Oh, that's a fun job.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's
be running
a fun
the bar,
job.
dating hot girls.
Yeah.
Sam Malone, Cheers.
You know, he was actually the second choice for the role of Sam Malone. The first choice was William Devane. Do you know who William Devane is?
Sure.
Played, I think he played Kennedy's a lot of the time.
And was on Falcon Crest.
Yeah, and the other
Wing,
guy that was a finalist for the job, Fred Dreyer.
who became a character later on the show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
What character was he?
He was a friend of Sam's who would come in and give him a hard time.
Oh.
He would lose bets, too. And
So, Bergman, you can go to any TV show. You can be a character in any TV show. Where do you want to live for 30 days?
For 30 days, I think.
I'm surprised you didn't say West Wing, by the way.
I would want to be C.J. Craig from the West Wing, but politics has all gone to hell, so it'd be a terrible job.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So my first thought is Don Draper, Mad Men. And in the earlier
Well, you get
seasons,
to drink a lot. That's a good
that's
answer.
it. I drink a lot. I go to sleep at noon.
And,
I go out and I start drinking again.
You're
and
married, but not really.
No, exactly. To January Jones and then any other person that I feel like having drinks
How
with.
good is your life if you're married to January Jones and you're playing around on the side? That's a good life.
Why, she allows that?
Well, on Mad Men, her character was a show set in the 60s.
So they had an open marriage or something.
No.
On Don's side it was.
One half of it was open. Yeah.
Brian?
All right, Brian.
I'm thinking a little Eastbound and Down.
Nice.
Kenny
Powers?
Powers?
Baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Play a
Although
little
Kenny never had
ball.
any money.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the problem.
He always had a good time, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm here for a good time.
He did.
He was annoying.
I would step into the cast of Friends.
Would you want the Matthew Perry part?
He's
He's the one who had the best jokes.
I would rather be Joey.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought
then you'd just be dumb. But
you enjoy life.
in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
enjoy life.
All you care about is sandwiches and sex.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's true. Michael, you can be on any TV show in it, trapped as a character for 30 days. Who are you?
Well, I would want to be on a TV show with the funniest man in TV history, just so I could be.
Oh,
his...
he wants to be Leon.
not
Curb.
that. No, he's funny, but he's not the funniest guy ever on TV, as far as I'm concerned. And I think a lot of people would agree with me. And it was the greatest sitcom in the history of television. I would love to be George Jefferson to go after Archie Bunker.
George Jefferson is great.
Archie Bunker, man. That's some great episodes when him and George would go at each other over race.
Michael will send me clips from those shows, from like the Jeffersons, All in the Family, Sanford and Son. And to say that they wouldn't be allowed today is such an understatement. It's like this stuff is so racy and so offensive that there's just...
Can I tell you, I have a channel at home. It's Channel 3 on Spectrum.
Yeah.
And all they show is old TV shows.
Well, they're not showing these episodes. I guarantee you
I've
that.
seen All in the Family on that channel.
Right.
And they're definitely racy episodes.
Yeah.
They would, if they exist today, it's not on network.
I mean,
they don't censor them on TV land.
Well,
sometimes.
they don't let Red Fox say the N-word on TV land, do you?
I saw him the other night on one of those cable channels, and he was talking when he was in that court scene.
Yeah, and he said the N-word on.
He said, "Look at all these N's in here."
Wow.
Yeah.
That surprises me. I thought they would. I mean, in the world of cancel culture, I'm surprised
I guess this is on cable,
they
you can
haven't
do it.
canceled that. Yeah. That would be a fun world if you got a time machine and you could go into TV shows, in and out of TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be so great. Be Jon Snow on Game of Thrones.
Sure.
It'd be awesome.
Oh, that would be a great one.
I
The wake-up scene?
Yeah.
I watched Game of Thrones one episode. Then when the dragons came out, I was out.
I was like you, and Mason and Trudell dragged me into it, and I thought it was great.
Wait a second. So you watched an episode in like season 4 where a dragon came in. You didn't see any of the beginning stuff.
Ice people came out as dead.
Oh, that was like the best part of the
You're at
run.
the end of the show. Did you not watch the beginning of the show?
No, you came in at the
zombies
end.
And dragons.
You
If it
can't
ain't realistic,
go from
I can't watch
you have
it.
to go from the beginning. You can't just check in the middle of a show.
I gotta watch realistic stuff.
Oh yeah, like wrestling.
Show me. That's realistic. Let me put a chokehold on you. I'll put you to sleep.
It's wrestling. You're right.
Show me a dragon and I'll watch the TV show. Have you seen a dragon around here?
Show me a real wrestling match and I will.
You know what? Ric Flair and Chris Jericho's coming in here. I'm going to put a move on you. I'm going to tell Ric Flair, put the figure 4 on you. See what you think is fake.
I respect what they do. I respect the.
Do you respect a dragon? No, because they don't exist.
It's a great it's a character on a TV show.
A dragon.
Yes.
I use Mace, as you know, I used to be Michael. Yeah. I had his exact.
What made you fall to the dark side?
They made me watch 3 episodes. Him and Trudell made me watch it, and they said if you don't get hooked, then we won't bother you anymore. And I watched 3 episodes and I got hooked.
And by the way, frankly, if you're not hooked after 1 episode
of Thrones,
you remember what happens at the very end.
The window.
Yeah, the window and the kid kicked down and all that stuff.
Why are you giving it away to Michael if he's going to watch the first 2 episodes?
Have you met Michael?
I watch realistic shows like The Sopranos, baby.
Totally.
That is realistic.
By the way, some people...
You ever been to Jersey?
Some people interpreted the McVay interview as he's a Clippers fan.
Why? Because he refused to answer?
No, he's not. I've seen him at Laker games.
He said, I don't take sides, and T. Lue is a stud.
Yeah, but he is. Ty Lue's great.
He is.
I'm the Laker announcer, and I say Ty Lue's great.
I would say, if in this town, I would say the default position is I'm a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong with that. If you're a Clippers fan and they put you on the screen, you get booed.
Well, he has Clipper fans who go to Rams games.
Yeah, I think that's where he was playing it. Politically, he gave the right answer. He doesn't want to, like, if he comes on here and says Lakers all the way, and 10,000 Clipper fans cancel their season tickets, he just screwed his employer over. So that's why he said what he said. He played it smart.
He was very political about it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you have to be.
Yeah. All right, tell you what, coming up next, we're going to do the 2 o'clock call of the day. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. Hey, can I get an extra minute here?
No.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to explain Fifth Row Fridays, which we
please
have
do.
yet to do today. So we are giving away tickets for the 5th row at a Lakers game if you can answer a question about each show we do this week. So there's something from what we said on Monday, something Tuesday, something from today, Thursday, and then Friday. Friday, you got a chance to call in. And if you are the person that can answer all 5, you're in the 5th row for a Lakers game, courtesy of BB-Go, your official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Mace, Michael and I met the first 2 5th row Friday winners. They were so appreciative and had so much fun.
That's great.
They could not stop thanking us. They just said, well, no, I don't know if we can go back to sitting in the 200-300 levels after this. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. If you win this contest, you'll have better seats than Michael and me.
Yep.
We sit in row 20. You'll be in row 5.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So keep on paying attention. By the way, a lot of people sharing questions and ideas in the Mafia for what might be on the quiz, what could be on the quiz.
Good.
So you feel free to speculate. If you're in the Mason and Ireland Mafia, click the Communities tab and search Mason and Ireland Mafia. We're in there. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Ireland doesn't hang out. Ireland's not hanging out in the Mafia.
No, but you do a good job in there. Yeah. So have at it.
You know, I'll tell you what we got to do coming up. I will tell you what we're going to take the 2 o'clock call of the day. Then we're going to lean on Brian Cohen a little bit, because there's something he needs to do that he hasn't done yet that he better do soon. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, it's officially back. 5th Row Fridays presented by BB-Go.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. 5th row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction, both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
All right, breaking news about the Laker-Clipper game tonight, according to Shams Charania. P.J. Tucker is hoping to play tonight. He has passed his physical, and he is not listed on the injury report. All signs pointing to James Harden making his debut Monday in New York. But the trade has now been approved. Everyone has passed their physicals. P.J. Tucker could play for the Clippers tonight.
Okay.
Oh, I wish Harden was going to play.
Yeah, it would be a story.
Well, he could.
Harden could play.
He could now.
Yeah.
I mean, the hurdles have been cleared. It's just a matter if they want to throw him out there.
Right. All right, so 2 o'clock call of the daytime. Michael's hanging out. We talked about a bunch of stuff in the first hour of the show. We're going to go to Lynn in Anaheim. Lynn, you're on 710. Good afternoon.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Lynn.
I called the other day. I think the contest should be run a little different way.
Which kind? Are you talking about Fifth Row Fridays?
Yeah, I'm talking about, trying to get the Laker ticket.
Got it. All right, what's your suggestion?
Yeah. Well, you say you have to listen all 5 days, but the guy who called last Friday gave out the first 3 answers. Then the guy who called after him gave out the next answer. So now all the guy has to do is listen on Friday, and he's going to get the contest.
Right, but Lynn, here's the issue. Let me ask you, would you want to be early or late in that line? In other words, if you're one of the first 3 or 4 people,
it's hard.
It's hard, but you could win. You could run the table and win. If you're 10th in line, we may never get to you. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, so that's the issue. I mean, it's random luck when we go to you. We just take the calls in the order they come in.
Yeah.
But what we found is some people want to go first because they think they know all the answers, and other people want to go 10th because they think that it'll set up the way you described it. Right. So it's good. Lynn, let me ask you, if you get through on Friday, where in the line, and I'd let you pick your place in line, where would you pick?
I would pick about 7th.
7th, yeah. I mean, that's a good pick. But
go.
I would argue that maybe by the 5th guy, they might get it.
Yeah,
and then you never get to it. But thank you for the idea.
Thank you.
He's not crazy, but that's the rub. If you go early, you get a chance to run the table.
So
if you go late, Greg, chances are 3 or 4 of the answers are already going to have been revealed.
That happens sometimes, but we've had multiple times when we've done this contest in the past that people take excellent notes. And the very first person runs the table. So if you come in 7th, you're not getting on.
I would want to go first.
Yeah, so would I.
Because I want my shot. If I'm 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, I mean, never get my shot. I want to go first.
Remember last week on Friday, someone got the 3rd question wrong that was already out there.
Right,
so
right.
people still get them wrong
attention.
sometimes.
So here's the amazing thing about Fifth Row Fridays. I have very little RAM capacity in my brain. Like, I don't remember everything.
Right.
So when I see those questions on Friday, if you gave me those questions, I would not be able to answer the quiz correctly.
I'm going to ask you.
And I was here for him, and I guarantee you I don't know all the answers.
In the break, I'm going to ask you the first 2 questions from Monday and Tuesday, and I want to see if you get them right.
Do you think you would get the questions right from last week?
Oh, no way.
I have the last 3 from last week.
All right, ask him.
Ask him. Go ahead.
This is number 3.
Okay.
What did Ireland eat on the plane?
I know
that was
this
the
one,
best
lamb
thing?
chops.
Okay. Pepe Mantilla wore a shirt on
I know this
Thursday.
one, llama.
Okay. What restaurant did John see O.J. Simpson at?
You know this.
That was from Friday. People had trouble with this one.
I know this one.
No, you
was
do.
it Houston's?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I have some memory.
All right.
I don't remember what the last one was.
You want to take a call or can I?
Yeah, do
okay.
another.
Let's go to Eric in L.A.
Hey, Eric.
Eric, you're on
Good
ESPN
afternoon.
LA. Hi.
Hello, guys. I wanted to respond to your statement about what TV show would you be on?
Yeah, you still there?
What character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me and my age, and I think Michael can appreciate this because you guys are too young in this sense. I'd want to be Hugh Hefner on the Playboy Channel show.
Let me tell you something. If you go back and you look at those old Playboy specials where it's
Was
like
it the Girls Next Door?
No, it's like loungy and famous. It's like there's Hugh Hefner, and then he's talking to Sammy Davis Jr. and there's Raquel Welch. He's got all these. It was such a cool show.
I got to go to the Playboy Mansion 3 times.
Yeah, I only got to go once.
What for?
Twice for an ESPN party.
Just to oogle the girls?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it was 10-1 men.
Yeah.
You know, there were beautiful women there, but I met Tom Brady there once for at one of those ESPN parties.
Giselle?
But yeah, she was with Bridget Moynihan that night. But the one thing that and now there's been a bunch of specials on A&E about how there was sordid and crazy stuff going on. But the one thing about it was I never, in the 3 trips I went to the Playboy Mansion, I never once saw more women than men. It was always more men than women.
Sure.
How come?
I don't know. They just because they invited me. And you know who was there all 3 times? James Caan.
James Caan?
Yeah, who just passed away. He was a regular at the Playboy Mansion.
I always thought, I got to go once. I was disappointed. I thought it would be like fancier, cooler, like that grotto thing that they had.
Little gross.
Was just gross. Who knows who's been in there? I just thought a little skeevy.
Yeah.
Is that a word, skeevy?
Yeah, sure.
Have they knocked down that building? Somebody bought it.
Yeah,
right?
somebody bought it, so I assume they've done their own thing to it.
Isn't that kind of a landmark?
You know what? It's interesting. It should probably have historical landmark significance.
It's right. The L.A. Country Club, the golf course where they played the U.S. Open, is right along. The Playboy Mansion overlooks it.
Yeah. I remember somebody bought Jerry Buss's old house, Pick Fair, and they demolished it. That was a cool old house, man. I can't believe they knocked it down.
Yeah, I never forget Tom Snyder, who I worked with, went years complaining that they tore down Lucille Ball's house, which was 2 doors down. It's like, no, it's Lucy's house. You don't tear down Lucy's house.
Yeah, it's a big part of history. So if I've told you, stop me if I've told you this story before, but
stop. No, just kidding.
Oh my God!
So, as I mentioned, the Playboy Mansion runs along the golf course.
Yes.
So one day, the women were upset because there were Playboy playmates jumping naked on a trampoline.
Okay.
And so they went to the golf course and they complained and they said, we pay a lot of money to play here. We shouldn't have to watch this. And the country club said, you know what? You're right. And they assessed all the members $5,000, not a lot of money when you have a lot of members.
Right.
To put up a green awning along the fence so you couldn't see into the Playboy Mansion anymore.
Right.
They put that in on a Friday. And by Saturday, the men had cut a giant flap in the
Really?
awning
Wow.
that they could go over and just lift it up. But everybody was happy. The men could lift
Sure.
up the flap, and the women didn't have to look
Yeah,
at the
there you
bennies.
go. There you go.
So there you go. It was the solution that worked for everyone.
That
All right,
was
Bert.
that was a new story. I had never heard that story.
I'd never heard
There you go.
the
Congratulations.
trampoline, the
All right,
girls,
Greg,
the-
here's another new story.
All right.
That you're going to be particularly excited about. And Michael, I think you will be too.
All right.
All right. This comes from Jonathan Watson forwarded this to me. Someone named Matt Miller tweeted it out.
He's an NBA writer?
Matt Miller's handle is NFL Draft Scout.
So then the NFL writer for CBS.
Okay. He writes, just because I root for chaos, Raiders hire Dion.
Oh, yeah.
Shador enters the draft and refuses to play for anyone but his dad and becomes the quarterback for the Raiders. Let's go! What do you think, Bergman?
I'm all for it. I really like Shador Sanders, except for that he has no offensive line in Colorado and probably wouldn't have an offensive line in Vegas. So that
By the
could
way,
be
But
a
how fun would it be? It'd be
It
awesome.
would be crazy.
I would
if
like to see
Deion,
that.
I'd love to see Dion. I said, I mean, just
yeah.
for the spectacle of it,
That's
I say.
right.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to add up. I mean, he's 500 at Colorado in year
But
one.
they were 1-11 last year.
Yeah, no, the over/under was 3 wins for him, so he's already
Yeah.
he's already beaten that. Why not?
Exactly.
I've always thought he's going to go to the NFL eventually.
He'd have
Why not with the Raiders?
He would have the respect of the players because he's Deion Sanders.
Yep, he's been there.
Yep.
He's done it.
That's right. You can't be mad at Deion if
Now
you're
I'll
a player.
say this about Shador Sanders:
He can play, man.
the Rams right now, if you froze the season,
Okay.
would have the 8th pick.
If Shador enters the draft, they could get him.
They
Yeah.
could get him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
He'll
then
still
you
be
get
there
the
at 8.
whole Dion sideshow that
Yep.
goes. That would be entertaining.
And you know
as
his
hell.
other son ain't bad either. As a safety, he's pretty
Right,
good.
right.
Shiloh? Yeah.
Shiloh.
Yeah, Shiloh's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin Reese texted me. The show is called Playboy After Dark.
Yeah, that's right.
The Hugh Hefner show.
And he always had his pipe with him.
And he says, this is a tweet, Hooper's ex, I'm pretty sure they completely tore down the Playboy Mansion. The new owner let Hugh Hefner live there until he died, but when he did, they tore it down because it was nearly unlivable.
That's what I
Okay.
heard.
There you go.
By the way, Joel B. also tweeted and he said, Brian's quiet and laid back. I thought he would have said Dexter as his character.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah.
Expects me out there killing people.
So I mentioned this. I think this is critical importance to the show.
Okay.
John, you will not.
Okay.
But Brian Cohen, producer Brian, who's become a larger-than-life folk hero here at 710 ESPN, is the only guy here, I think, who's not on Twitter. Never on Twitter. Why, Brian, have you never been on Twitter?
You're a very wise man. You're better off for it.
I had a Twitter in college for the journalism department. We had to make one and all that stuff,
Right.
and learned how to use it for school and all that. But I just never was a real fan of it.
See,
so I
this
kind of
is a
faded
chance
away.
for you to interact with everybody, be part of the gang that's on
Brian, nobody's
Twitter.
on Twitter here. We're all on X.
Yeah,
right,
on
there we go.
X, Twitter. It'll always be Twitter to me.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
true.
It's
Yeah.
always Twitter.
So are you going to join Twitter?
I just did join Twitter,
No!
actually. Yes, I did.
Did you really?
I did, yes.
What is your handle?
My handle, I'm still kind of feeling it out, so I have a couple options, but right now it's Brian Cohen 710.
Speaking of Twitter,
Brian Cohen 710 is
Brian
good.
Cohen 710. It was that, or I was thinking the Big BC, which is also available, which I might switch
Either
it to.
one works.
I kind of like both.
Yeah, either
I
one
like
works.
BC.
Michael, what were you
I
going to
kinda like
say?
by the way,
BC.
speaking of Twitter and X,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got
I
a
see
lot of
him.
good
You were there.
response.
I'm going to be your first follow. Look at that.
Oh, hell
Hey.
I impressed a lot of people around the world yesterday. You heard where David Copperfield said he's going to make the moon disappear as his next illusion?
Okay.
That's crazy.
I didn't hear that, but now I know.
Yeah, so he announced it a couple of days ago. I one-upped him, BC. I made the sun disappear.
Oh.
5:59 p.m. It was gone. And I did that.
You did that.
That's right.
I saw that tweet yesterday and I laughed out loud.
Thank you, see? I mean, how you going to make the freaking moon disappear? I want to see this, according to Mr. Copperfield.
All right, coming up next for you, Blueface has responded.
To who?
Now, I'm the only one around here that supports Blueface. You guys are all haters. I am Team
I
Blueface.
wanted to get
No, you're
Blueface back on the show today.
Would
so
Lisa support Blueface?
Hell no.
he's responded to Kelly Stafford. So I've got that response coming up next.
Hope he gave her the business.
Plus a personal grooming question for the month of November. That's coming up. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Every Friday, we're giving away.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, Give me Laker tickets.
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction, both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million Mega Sports Station, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
Christmas.
Let's go freaking have some balls with the way that we go compete and put it out there.
Do you just ignore Thanksgiving?
No, we have Christmas trees up at Thanksgiving.
It's a waste.
Does anybody
respect Thanksgiving? Respect it.
Respect our family traditions, which is
You're
November
which is
1,
to
you
ignore
put up the tree.
Thanksgiving, apparently.
No, there are
Ignoring.
Christmas trees up at Thanksgiving. It adds to the festiveness of it all.
2 totally different holidays.
Festiveness.
One is all green and red and has deal with snow.
Oh, we
the other
stick
is
some
it's
gourds
like
and
fall.
pumpkins
It's like
and
fall leaves.
Yeah, we
and all
do
that.
a cornucopia and all
Just
that.
make sure
we put
to
Christmas lights on
respect
it. Yes,
Thanksgiving
correct.
deserves respect
with decorations. Okay,
garbage.
Okay. So, do you know this Movember thing?
Yes.
Okay. So the station, I guess our whole company, Good Karma, the owners of the radio station, they're doing a company-wide promotion for Movember, which is you grow a mustache. Is that
yeah?
So this is how it works. So you completely shave your face, so you have nothing on your face.
Okay, I shaved this morning. I have nothing on my face.
So you can no longer shave your mustache.
I can shave everything but my
You
mustache.
just don't shave for a month.
Yes,
Now,
for
there's
1
a
month.
prize for the best mustache, which
Right.
I will not win.
Can you even grow a mustache?
I have not grown a mustache ever in my entire life.
You should do it.
Never.
Can we do it for this month?
For
Do
this
it.
month. It's to raise awareness for guys' health.
Yep.
Yes, prostate cancer.
And all that stuff. So,
What, Bergman? Where do you stand? What's the bet where you'd have to shave your beard off?
It's on Sunday. I'm actually feeling better about it after this move. But if the Raiders lose to the Giants, I have to shave my entire face.
Okay, I think you're going to win.
Okay, I think
now
so
that
too.
they've gotten the problem out of the building, straight to the Super Bowl.
But if I lose, I will shave it and then I'll do them. I'll do the Movember
So
thing
Mason,
and
are you
just grow.
contemplating trying to win this contest?
I am. There's a prize for worst. I think mine will be bad. The problem is I think mine will be white. I think my mustache will grow in white.
Yeah, so what? You look like Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, it'll look a little bit like Santa Claus.
There you go.
All right, you're officially on Twitter now, Brian?
I am, yep.
What is your Twitter handle?
Brian Cohen 710.
At Brian Cohen 710. Follow
find me.
Brian. Now, are you in the Mason and Ireland Mafia yet?
I don't know how to do that.
That's
so
your
we'll
next
figure that
step.
out. Yep,
We'll show you how to do it. So, John,
how many people, before you move on, how many people do you think we can get to follow Brian by the end of the show?
Oh, that's a good question. How many followers can we get Brian?
Well, didn't you have a problem following him?
Yeah,
it made me authenticate that I'm a human.
They had to
so I had
prove
to go
he
through
was.
a couple steps.
Yeah, he had to prove he was a human being. How many can we get him, Ireland? What do you think the number is? How many Twitter followers?
Are you
going
to follow him, John?
Brian Cohen.
I will follow him if I could unfollow you.
You unfollow me and follow me all the time. Mason still doesn't follow me. I don't care. Go ahead.
You know what? It's so funny. I don't follow you.
You don't, because you were doing a bit with Ireland, even though it wasn't your bit, and now you never went back.
Is this kind of like the thing where I still don't have a blue check mark because Morales took it and hasn't given it back?
Do you still not have it?
I still don't have it.
I don't think people pay attention to blue check marks anymore.
I actually don't care if they haven't.
I haven't made a big deal of it because who the F cares?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I really...
I'm actually going to unfollow you until you follow me.
I just followed the Big BC at Brian Cohen 710.
Oh, I see. I got the best of both.
Oh, now the question is, what's the first tweet going to be?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. I'll know.
Pressure.
What's the Blueface story?
Okay, Blueface. So if you remember, Blueface is a rapper who at the Steelers game had a field box and brought many, many women wearing thongs and doing...
Nasty women.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to characterize the women.
Come on. You think that was classy?
Certainly was not classy.
So
but they did a lot of twerking. It was very evident to the crowd.
Yes.
Now, Kelly Stafford came out last week and said, you know what, this is a place I can take my family. I don't have to worry about it. I've got little kids. They don't need to see this. It's showing up on Instagram.
Kelly is anti-Blueface.
Correct. She's in the anti-Blueface camp. So Blueface has responded, as of course you would expect him to, and he is none too happy with Kelly Stafford.
What's he say?
Blueface says that if Kelly was invited to the box, she would have had a really good time. And if her nephews are on Instagram, they see stuff blank like this every day. Now, I don't think that's much of a defense. I think it's okay to be a mom who's concerned about Blueface and the twerking girls on the field at SoFi Stadium. And I don't appreciate the response from Blueface, who also said something like, get control of your wife, Matthew. Not cool. Blueface really out of line. John, you going to defend Blueface again?
Of course.
God.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people are coming at me and saying, if I did a deep dive on Blueface, I would not defend him. Apparently, he's a bad guy. But I'm just talking about this.
The act. The one single act of the box and the girls and the twerking.
What I've learned in my many years of life is that different people enjoy different things.
But do it in private, Ireland.
Who am I to deprive Blueface from inviting a group of self-employed models to dance, sing, and frolic in his suite?
Right.
As long as it doesn't hurt me, and it doesn't,
it obviously,
I don't have to look at it.
Okay, but here's the thing. Little kids do.
Okay.
It's in broad daylight, and you should be able to bring your kids and not expect to see twerking models.
They see worse on Bravo.
That's what he says.
Right.
But I don't think that's a fair characterization. Kelly's probably not.
Have you watched Bravo?
These kids, have you seen her kids? They're like baby kids.
Okay.
They're like small baby kids.
Tell them not to look.
Yeah, no. I'm a big live and let live guy. If he done it in private.
Apparently not. You're not letting me make it rain.
No, he is bothering the people around him.
How?
Do it at home, Ireland.
Do it at home. Do it at
I'm sure he does do it at home.
I'm sure he does do it at a strip club. But you don't do it in public with families at a football game.
Yeah.
There are places for things, Ireland.
I don't even believe you believe.
Oh, well, wait a minute. So when the Rams cheerleaders go out and dance.
Correct.
Come on,
What?
Ireland. Don't compare the two.
The women and the men who dance for the Rams.
Right. Is that okay?
Yeah, they're women and men who dance for the Rams.
They're not twerking in thongs.
Oh, they're pretty close to twerking.
No, they're not. Absolutely
they're not in thongs. You're right about that.
Right.
But watch the routines.
Right. The routines are nothing to speak of. They're no different from
sexually
Laker
suggestive.
girls. There's a difference.
Wait, you don't think that when we go to all these NBA games, those routines are sexually suggestive? What are you watching?
The Heat used to be, but not anymore.
The Heat got those girls from the same place Blueface
Yeah, they cleaned
got
it up.
it.
No, the NBA cheerleaders, they don't do that, Ireland. Come on.
And by the way, the Rams cheerleaders, the women and the men who cheer are dancers.
Yes.
It's a dance team.
So we're Blueface's friends.
Well,
Dancers.
different kinds of dances,
Exactly.
Not. No, I can't say they weren't professional dancers.
They were.
That is their job.
You be you, Blueface.
All right, coming up next for you, Howard Stern very angry at Chris Mad Dog Russo. Have you heard this?
No.
Yeah, he's really pissed off.
They used to be friends.
I'll tell you where their falling out happened.
Oh, that's sad. Those guys used to go on each other's shows.
That is coming up next. All right,
that's like you and Steve Hartman being mad at each other. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm on Steve's side.
Which one?
Thank you.
My former partner.
Steve Hartman or Steve Mason?
Hartman.
You should. You're on this show right now.
I know, but I think you're being unfair to Hartman.
I'm not being unfair. You're allowed to have a personal disagreement with people.
But you take it too personal.
I do take it personally because he verbally assaulted me personally.
He used to verbally assault Victor Brick every day on the air.
I know, and I don't know why he took it. He had Stockholm syndrome. All right. If you were recently injured in an accident, but you haven't called my friend Jacob yet, what are you waiting for? Not taking action is going to cost you money. What's that mean? Well, let's say you were injured in a car accident a few months ago, and you thought, okay, the pain in my back will go away, so you never go to see a doctor, and now a few months later, it's getting worse every week. The problem is, because it's been a few months since the accident, way harder to prove that your back pain was caused by the accident. Therefore, you probably got to pay for everything yourself. Do not put yourself in this situation. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob immediately. He will get you to the doctor with no money out of pocket so you can physically recover and not have to pay for it yourself. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob. He'll win for you. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com and make sure you're following Call Jacob on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. Both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million Mega Sports Station, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
Mafia tweets, these kids weren't at a Bravo show at SoFi, Ireland. You losing this again.
That's right.
People are all too pent up. You guys all...
You're all too prudish?
Yes, you're all prudes.
Do it in private.
Yeah, he did do it in private. He did it in the privacy of his field suite.
In his field suite, exactly. By the way, Brian Cohen, who has officially joined Twitter now, has 94 followers right off the bat.
Oh, wow. Nice.
94.
Look at
Let's
you.
Go. So at
Good
Brian
for you.
Cohen 710, let's get as many followers for Brian today as we possibly can. All right.
But make your first tweet really good.
Yeah, your first tweet is a lot of pressure, man.
Pressure's on.
Yeah. Ireland, do you have an idea for a first tweet for Brian Cohen?
No, Brian, I
How about hi?
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to ask somebody,
H-I-G-H.
you should actually talk to Michael Thompson for a tweet. He is the best.
Oh,
at
yeah,
Twitter
Michael
here.
Thompson does some weird tweets.
My
They're
first
very
tweet-
funny.
My first tweet, I got no response.
What was it?
It was at The Rock. I said, let's go work out together.
Yeah, no.
Never-
he's
never
not
responded.
responding to you. That was real. That's a good first
why
tweet,
don't
though.
you, why don't you copy Tiger's first words to the world in his first press conference? He just said, hello, world.
Not too bad.
That's actually pretty
Quote
good
him.
first tweet.
Hello,
First
Twitter.
thing Tiger said when he got to the microphone.
Hello, world.
Hello, world.
Okay, I like that. So,
Hello,
Michael, I don't know if you
darkness,
heard
my
this,
friend.
but Chris Mad Dog Russo, he picked the Philadelphia Phillies to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks.
He also
said-
picked the Dodgers to beat the Diamondbacks.
And he said, with the Diamondbacks down a game, said, if they win this series, I will retire. The series then became tied at 3-3. He doubled down and said, I'm serious. I will retire if Arizona wins this series. They won this series. So, now, he's not going to retire, is he?
He didn't say retire from what?
He didn't say retire from what. He went on Howard Stern, and they came up with this cockamamie plan where Russo would do the show in a bikini and then go down on the street in a bikini and walk Manhattan with a sign around his neck that says, I am a douche. So that was the official the official bet. Here is,
So you're okay with that, but you're not okay with Blueface. Makes no sense.
Here's what went down on Howard Stern's show today.
Mad Dog is such a coward. He talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. I think you should call him Chris Mad Fraud Russo. Mad Fraud. Mad Fraud. Oh, that's cold. We have with us Mad Fraud Russo. Oh, he would go nuts. You know, I'm really fond of the guy, but he really...
Right. But,
Yeah.
you know, what do we do here?
I know. Well, I'm out of it. I don't care. He can do whatever he wants. Let him deal with it. Mad Dog wasted your time, Howard, and the audiences. He needs to be punished and get banned from your show. After this, I will never listen to him again. Oy vey. See? Listen to this one. Oh.
Mad Dog is bringing this all on himself.
Yes, he is. He brought it all on himself. And then he refused, apparently, to do the bikini bit.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I never thought for a second he was retiring. Did you?
And he didn't say retire from what? He could retire from eating hot dogs.
True.
He could retire from anything.
I think it's, well, you know, if Alex Grinch is still the defensive coordinator at USC next year, I'm retiring.
Yeah, but if he is, you won't. You'll just apologize for being wrong and keep going. That's what I think Mad Dog's going to do.
Retiring from what? Be specific.
Retiring from,
Chewables?
What will I retire? I'm going to retire from everything. I'm not going to go through another USC season like this.
Everything? You mean this, including this station, including this show?
Yes.
He is not retiring.
Walking
from
away.
anything. No, please.
Walking away.
Swear on it.
He already did.
I did. Well, I didn't swear on it. I'm not going to swear on it.
You said, I will retire on the spot. There's nothing unclear
right.
about
No, but
that.
he's asking me to swear. I'm not going to swear.
But
I don't believe in swearing.
Give us your word as a gentleman.
You have... Thank you for considering me a gentleman.
Yeah, well, theirs is out.
You do have my word.
There you go.
Yeah.
As a gentleman?
As a gentleman.
Hey, I'm starting to... I've been sitting
By
here
the
for...
way, I think there's zero chance I lose. Alex Grinch is not going to be the DC next year.
Yeah, he might be the head coach.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Raiders go after Lincoln.
It's not.
I'm starting to get my head around this Dion to the Raiders thing, and I don't hate it. What do you think,
it's
Bergman?
awesome.
I don't hate it either. He can actually talk to these guys.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to leave Colorado just yet.
Either do I, but I would take him or Harbaugh.
I also don't think Harbaugh is going to leave Michigan. So
but he's gonna get suspended.
there.
Like, did you guys see the latest development with
Oh,
this?
the guy is on the sidelines of the Eastern Michigan game.
So is that a guy who works for Michigan?
Yeah,
Works for Michigan.
So
In
here's what he
disguise.
did. He got a credential for one of the teams, an upcoming Michigan opponent, okay? And he got a credential, and he put on their gear, and he went down to the sidelines and just hung out with their coaches. Just stood there.
Watched their signals, listened to their signs, heard their conversation.
Wearing sunglasses at a night game.
Oh, the video's fantastic.
Did Harbaugh, I saw that video, did Harbaugh know he was doing this?
He says he didn't, but he had to. Because, I mean, it's that, if we, come on, if me or you, this would be the equivalent of me and you taking our credential. We get credentials for every game we go to. We're going to do a game in Orlando. Of me putting on a, Orlando Magic hoodie, sitting behind the bench, not telling anybody why I was there, but I would have a credential and just listening to all their play calls.
Right.
I think he did. I've been standing up for Harbaugh, saying everybody steals signals. It's not a big deal, blah, blah, blah. This is a step beyond, isn't it?
Don't you think that there would be other stories specifically about stealing signals in the context of Michigan? In other words, wouldn't there be a bunch of cheating scandals that came out at the same time? Michigan certainly wouldn't.
Well, I think this is.
But wait a minute.
Actually, I think anybody can steal signals.
So the guy,
getting a credential and going to the opponent's sideline and putting on their gear and hanging out with their coaches, I think is one step too far.
But wait, so the guy we see in the video, did he then go back to Michigan, report to Harbaugh, and say, this is what I have?
Yeah, that's what he's being accused of.
Yeah, he should get suspended for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who should get suspended?
Harbaugh.
Well, yeah, but if he does, Michael, straight to the Raiders.
Don't you think he goes straight to the NFL?
Remember, Harbaugh was already suspended for the first 3 games this year.
Although the NFL has said that whatever suspension he gets from college will
They haven't said that,
to
but
the
that's
NFL.
been speculated by a lot of NFL reporters.
Right, so if he gets suspended for 3 games, he won't be able to coach his next 3 games.
Jim Tressel had the same thing.
Should he be disqualified from the Final Four if they qualify for it? This is bad. You can't do that.
That's a good question.
It's a good question. And it's, by the way, not up to the NCAA. Oh, wait a minute. No. Is it up to the NCAA or is it up to the college football playoff?
Well, the NCAA has no power, so I think it's up to the CFB. I think the NCAA is a toothless thing. You know, it's up to the college.
He shouldn't be allowed to play in the Final Four if he okayed that.
And if the season ended today, they'd be number 1 seed.
Yep.
Right?
No, they'd be the number 3 seed.
I thought you said they were number 1.
Ohio State 1.
Oh, okay.
Georgia 2, Michigan 3, and Florida State 4. Washington is 5, and Oregon is 6.
And Ohio State and Michigan are playing each other.
Correct. So it'll sort itself out. Michigan, though, their schedule's been an absolute friggin' joke. I don't know. You know, they have not played a top 25 team so far.
What?
Not played a top 25 team.
Wow.
They played, but they did play East Carolina, Bowling Green, and UNLV. So they got that going for them.
Hell yeah.
By the way, Georgia has yet to play a top 25 team.
Wow.
Yeah, but don't they got to play Alabama sooner or later,
They all
right?
have
And
games,
LSU.
They all have games coming up. But I'll tell you, I think the teams that have the hardest schedule are the Pac-12 teams this year.
Right, and they're all doing good. I can't believe this is the last year of the Pac-12, and there's so many good teams.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that in the end, next year is going to be a great year for college football because we expanded the 12-team playoff.
Right,
And-
but it's going to be weird for us because no more Pac-12.
Yeah.
We're going to have to adjust to it.
Well, we'll have to adjust to it, but I honestly, next year they're at Penn State. I'm going to go to Penn State. I want to go to that game. I got family in that neighborhood. Penn State's a beautiful place to watch a football game. When I get a chance to go to the Big House in Michigan, I'm definitely going to the Big House in Michigan or Columbus or Wisconsin or all these great stops. I mean, you've got a reason, if you're a Trojan fan or a UCLA fan, to travel and see some of these heritage college football programs and some of these beautiful campuses across the Midwest. And I'm not afraid of SC or UCLA going into the Big Ten. It's a 3-team conference. It's Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. Nobody else is in the top 25. I don't think that aside from the big boys, I don't think that Pac-12 schools are going to struggle against Rutgers and Maryland and Northwestern and
Yeah, not those
Kansas,
teams, but there's
not
some
Kansas, Minnesota.
There's
Nebraska.
some middle of the road. Yeah, I was going to say Nebraska with Matt Rule could get good. Wisconsin could get good.
Good. Yeah, they have been good.
Michigan State, if they hire the right guy,
they're
could
bad
get
this
good.
year. Yeah.
So there's some middle of the road teams that might be good.
Yeah, but I think that in the end,
Iowa's been good before. They probably need a new coach.
Yeah, is that guy still there?
Yeah, Kirk Ferentz.
He's been there for
Yeah, but I think this is the end.
Yeah.
They're losing a bunch of games they shouldn't lose.
Yeah.
And Matt Rule will be good in Nebraska eventually.
If we die, we die.
That's Matt Rule.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, if we die, we die.
I love that.
So, hey, tonight we're not going to lose to the Clippers, right?
Well, we normally lose to the Clippers.
but we're not going to lose tonight. They're shorthanded. They've traded 4 guys out, right?
They're all role players.
Those guys are all gone.
You going to put some mythical money on it?
on the Lakers versus the Clippers.
Michael and I can't bet on NBA even as a joke. So you it'd
can't
be
put
up to you.
money on it?
No.
We can't even
pretend money.
give the appearance of impropriety.
Right.
Didn't you take the gambling seminar?
I finally finished it yesterday. What a waste of time.
You had to take a gambling seminar?
We have to do it every year.
So what do they tell you? Don't gamble?
It tells you what you can and can't
About
do.
fixing games.
Basically, if it
it
involves NBA, WNBA, or G League, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Anything else you
fixing games, giving out information publicly, stuff like that, and you got to sit through the whole seminar because you got to move the basketball.
It's like going to It's like going to online traffic school. They won't let you go to the next thing until you spend 5 minutes on.
Right.
Well, you're going to lose $100,000 this weekend. If USC loses to Washington, you lose $100,000 because that will give over 2.5 losses to $50,000 to Ireland, and also you bet Ireland for $50,000 the USC beats Washington.
Correct.
So you would drop $100,000. You'd be down to $100,000.
And then I get the $100,000 back next week when I finish the 58-show streak.
Yeah, sure, but you're down. You have $200,000.
Yeah,
but the point of having it is to play with.
Is to bet it. I agree.
So give me 25,000 mythical dollars on the Lakers -3 tonight.
We got to give them the half. So
Lakers are favored by 3.5. We'll give you an extra point.
3.5.
This is a big game. You come in a
No,
game.
subtract a point, right? It's supposed to be the better line.
Right. Minus 3.5?
2.5. No, yeah. So he's given 2.5 now.
Yeah.
This is one of the marquee games on the schedule. You going?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Leaving at halftime.
Yes, I am. But I'm not. I'm going to the Schmooze Fest upstairs.
Mike, can you imagine if you and I just left at halftime?
Oh, Doug Hanna, Steve
fired.
Yeah.
No, I don't get paid to stay there the whole game.
I thought you were going to stay so you can be the only one waving back at Pepe again.
And tonight I'm upstairs.
Well, you can wave from upstairs.
With the MCs and the partners and the teammates.
I'll look up in the suite to see if there's anyone waving.
Are you going to wave at Pepe?
I will wave to Pepe.
Okay.
I will get the entire box waving to Pepe.
Do that.
Believe it when I see it.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
You'll be
have somebody take a picture because it's never happened before.
You'll be so snarked by then you'd forget about
I
it.
will not be. I don't.
He
get
won't
snockered.
even be there by then.
No, I don't get.
He gets there late and leaves early.
Yeah. No, I get there on time. I'm there at the beginning.
You'll be there for the tip.
I'll be there for the tip. Yes.
And for Pepe's introduction, you got to be there for that.
Yeah, thinking about going to a movie this afternoon. What do you guys do in that time?
I work on the next show.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be working on, for me, a Friday because Michael and I are flying.
Oh,
tomorrow.
right. Yeah, there's a movie. There's a new Fincher movie out.
What is it?
It's called The Killer. It stars Michael
Fincher,
Fassbender.
Best Fincher movie is what, 7?
7.
For me, Social Network, but I just love the Social Network.
It's a great
because
movie.
Aaron Sorkin wrote it.
I've watched it a lot of times.
If you ask regular movie people like you, they would say 7, right?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Gone Girl probably underrated.
Gone Girl's really underrated. Boy, how creepy was she in that movie?
Oh, Rosamund Pike. Loved
Pike.
her.
Yeah,
And
she was great in that movie.
How weird is it that I find myself attracted to her after she was the worst woman ever?
That's you.
Yeah. She killed Doogie Howser.
Yeah, that's true. She did. She killed Doogie. All right, coming up next for you, going to do a little What's Up Fool. Bergman's got stuff, and producer Brian's got stuff. We will do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free! Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun and Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction, both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 million mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks, Morales. Okay, so Evan Drellich is an excellent baseball writer for The Athletic. He put this out today. It says, the San Diego Padres took out a loan for about $50 million in September to address short-term cash flow issues and meet their obligations, including player payroll.
Whoa.
What do you make of this report? Because that's bad.
When stories like this started to come out about Frank McCourt, it was the beginning of the end.
Mm-hmm.
That when you have to start borrowing money to pay players, baseball turns on you and tries to get a new owner in there. This is surprising because it's Peter Seidler who's in the O'Malley family that owns him, and he's always been financially solvent. So I wonder what happened here.
I have no idea. Now, they did spend, $1 billion or whatever it was on players, so they're getting hit hard with the bill now, and then there's a luxury tax on top of that, so that's another reason they would have to borrow money. I mean, I cannot imagine, for example, in this context, that they have any chance of bringing back Blake Snell or
Josh Hader
or signing Juan Soto.
Well, he's got another year, I think.
They have another year, but if you're borrowing $50 million to cover this year's payroll, you're not going to pay $300 plus for Juan Soto.
And they just gave all that money to Machado and to Bogarts and to everybody. They just kept giving out money.
Normally, I'll be anxious to see how the Padres ownership reacts to this or comments on it. But normally, this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah,
they'll have new owners within a year.
It's all going downhill for the Padres.
Wow.
And I'm so sad.
Can you imagine? They started the year as the favorites to win the National League West. They flop. They missed the playoffs altogether, and now they have to borrow money in order to pay the guys that flopped.
Yeah, it's just bad down in San Diego,
bad.
including the Chargers.
Let's buy
They're
him,
bad there,
Mace.
too.
Let's buy the Padres.
Buy the Padres? Sure, let's do it.
We'll hire Dave
Blow 'em
Roberts.
up.
That'll be our first move.
Yeah, hire Dave Roberts.
And
There you go.
Alice Lewa could be a GM.
Who can?
Slewa.
He's a
Slewa?
Padre fan.
Oh, yeah, he's a
Loves his
Padres fan.
Padres.
That's right.
Yeah, well, those guys are hired to be fired. We'll hire Slee, and first loss, he's out.
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 What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. Chris Rose and Trevor Plouffe had a little interesting conversation today about the umpires in the World Series, and specifically Game 2. The home plate umpire was really bad.
Dreadful.
And their thing is there shouldn't be a team of umpires that, rotate like a regular season game, but it should be the best 4 umpires, best 5 umpires, no matter if they're part of the same, umpire team.
So you're saying the same home plate umpires. Like if you get a really good home plate umpire, then you leave that umpire behind the plate and don't rotate him to first base or to the outfield or anything.
Their thing is, so it's like the same group of umpires, so like the same 6.
They would still rotate, but it would be the same 6 people that
Right.
would be rotating.
And
you wouldn't bring new people
One of the
in.
umpires that did Game 2 was like 77th out of 99 behind home plate this year.
They bring in like 6 new ones every game?
They do. It's like for the NBA Finals.
crazy.
You never have the same ref 2 games in a row in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, you want the best umpires. It's the best teams in baseball. I think you want the best umpires.
Yeah, I would have zero issue if they brought in
by
the
way,
best
was
umpires.
Was it Game 3 that Gabe Moreno was up 3-1 in the count, and there was clearly
Yes,
a ball
that was Game 3.
that was
Yeah.
way off the plate and got called a strike. That guy was just absolutely clueless, or he had a dinner
The
reservation.
ghost
or
of Eric
something.
Gregg lives.
Yeah.
Eric Gregg?
So,
Sure.
yeah, of
Oh,
course,
God.
yeah. The widest strike zone in America.
He
Cowboy
saved
Joe
Levon
West.
Hernandez's career.
Strike zone as wide as his ass.
Yep.
Their second point of this is they wanted to see umpires, especially in World Series, Super Bowl kind of games, have press conferences after to hold them accountable.
absolutely
but I think
not.
this is dumb, right?
No, I don't think officials in any sport should have press conferences.
Yeah, we'd get tired of them
Like
just saying
NBA,
I missed it.
NBA, they issue a 2-minute report.
I would get rid of that, too.
You would get rid of the 2-minute report?
100%.
See, I'd like to know if
All
they
it does
screwed
is
up.
piss teams off.
Yeah, I'd like to know if they screwed it up.
Right, but
Well, you can see
Gives
when,
me
you-
ammunition
you can
for
see
next
when-
time.
You can see when they mess it up.
Yeah, but I mean, when the NBA admits that it was messed up, I think it's different.
well, they have them for every game, and all it does is make the team that got screwed mad.
We should start looking at the 2-minute report.
For the Mason and Ireland show? Yeah.
Just go look at the community. They tell you when you're
Yeah, I was
wrong.
gonna
do.
say, you love social media.
Yeah.
Go on there and they'll tell you everything
They
that's
let us
wrong
know
with
when
us.
it's wrong, exactly.
What's up, Foo?
All right, so our friend Marcus Grant put out an interesting tweet today. He said, elevators need an undo option for when you accidentally push the wrong button. This is very fair. I think it's a great idea, but is there something that you would like to have an undo button for your life?
Yes, when I hit drives on the golf course, if I hit it way into the right, I would like to have an undo button.
Well, you got a mulligan.
Yeah, well, I mean,
One per
but nobody
side.
allows
Yeah,
mulligans.
You don't allow one per side or like a breakfast ball?
Well, yeah, breakfast balls are normal, but that's what I would use it for. If I could have a do-over button, I'd use it in golf.
I'd like to attack this on the substance. This is a great idea with elevators. I mean, has anybody been in an elevator where they hit too many buttons or hit the wrong
Or
buttons?
you get a little kid in there and he hits all the
Hits all of
buttons.
them. Now you can just hit them again and then it'll cancel.
Yeah. By the way, I wonder why that hasn't been the case. It seems to make perfect sense.
Yeah. It does make sense. By the way,
It's like, remember how people always used to leave their gas caps at the gas station? We just got rid of them. Nobody has
True.
gas caps anymore.
when I
have a gas
I have a
cap.
gas cap.
Well, but isn't it connected to
It's
your car?
yeah, you screw it in and it hangs there.
Right, but they didn't used to hang there. It used to be for
It used to
years
be,
and
yeah,
years.
take
You
it
just
out.
took it off. But Greg, your cap is not attached to your
No,
car.
oh, no, it is attached, but you
Oh.
said like that we didn't have gas caps. I absolutely have.
Yeah, but this is the elevator undo button. I mean, why haven't we always had that?
So I used to, back in the day when I had a blue check mark before Morales took it away for no good reason, you could edit tweets. Like, I don't think you can edit tweets if you're not officially a blue check
cannot
mark
edit
person.
my tweets.
And I can recall tweets if I have the blue check mark.
You can recall them
Without
Well,
deleting
you can.
them.
You can. What does that mean? I don't know.
You hit the tweet, and then you've got like 2 minutes to say, I want that tweet to go out or I don't want that tweet to go out. So it makes you think about it before the tweet goes out.
Oh.
It's very, very smart, and I've undone some tweets. I wish I could undo text messages.
I read a text message. Let me see if I can pull it up between me and you the other day. That if I read it now would be incredibly incriminating.
About?
between me and you. I'm going to show. I don't want to bring it up because
okay.
I think you would be furious with me if I read it on the air. But I will show it to you, and you can decide whether or not we can bring it up. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to remember what the hell it would be.
I'll find it.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. Lynn's wife posted a picture of Lance in his new workout room and a little bullpen room, and it with a caption that says, "Don't worry, guys. We put a pitching tunnel in our new house, so Lance won't give up the most homers in the season." With a bunch of laughing faces. Now that Lance Lynn has a pitching tunnel in his house, do you think that'll help him? And also, how do you feel about his wife kind of publicly, joking, criticizing him, giving up the most homers?
Love that his wife is ribbing him. Think it's great. Do not think the pitch tunnel will help at all.
No, the pitch tunnel.
I think he kind of is what he is.
Yeah, I mean, he is a fly ball pitcher, always has been, and as the velocity has gone down, the ball has left the yard more frequently. I love what Lance Lynn said during the season after he surpassed 40 home runs allowed. He said, after 40, who really cares? It's true. He ended up at, well, if you included the postseason, it was,
he's at like 75.
Yeah, I mean, he gave up all those home runs.
Home runs every time someone came out to bat, it felt like.
But you got to have a sense of humor about it. You got to own it. I'm glad his wife is ribbing him all that. I don't think the training facility is going to make a difference.
What's up, Foo?
Today is National Vegan Day.
Ugh.
So a question to you guys. Have you ever tried to go vegan? Do you like vegan food? Is this something you could ever do?
What a waste.
We have the same look on our face. It's like, no. I don't understand.
I would offend Michael Thompson if I ever went vegan.
Yeah.
Michael, do you understand veganism?
Nope. It's people trying to be cool.
You think it's trying to be... Because there is... I'm sure there are health benefits to it.
Eat a salad. Eat some vegetables. You don't need to go vegan.
Yeah, I personally could not live without meat. I've never tried to go vegan. I've never tried to go vegetarian. I don't even know what the difference is. One eats milk and one eats cheese or something.
I think vegans no animal product at all.
Vegans don't eat eggs or milk or
Right,
cheese. Yeah, I don't know what's left at that point.
Yeah.
You really are talking about a salad for all intents and
eating
purposes.
plants, I guess.
And by the way, they take stuff like, I forget what it was called. It's like satan, S-A-T-A-N. It's a vegan thing that they use.
That's Satan.
No, there's a hockey player named that, and he goes by Satan.
No,
that's
Satan.
what you do if your name is in there.
Wait a minute, am I not right about this? Is there not a thing called satan?
I don't
that
know.
they flavor and try to make it taste like chicken or beef or whatever it is?
I don't know. Never heard of it.
The church lady says, is it
Satan? I'm going to find out what this is. I'm
right.
going to pass it along.
Is that it, Brian? You got
What's
one more?
up, Foo?
I got one more for you guys.
Okay.
So a sailor was missing for 13 days, and the Coast Guard went looking for him, called off the search, and he was found 2 days later.
Okay.
And he was able to survive.
After the Coast Guard called off the search.
Right. So he was found by a couple Good Samaritans just out there, a fishing boat. And he survived by catching his own salmon and eating it. So if you guys were
that's
stuck
pretty
in a
creative.
life raft,
I'm
how
a
long
great-
are you lasting?
Look,
13 days?
I grew up fishing and hunting. My dad, we had a place on the lake for a long time, and we would fish white bass and perch and walleye. Walleye was fantastic. Perch is the most delicious fish I can think of. But I would do well if I had to catch dinner.
How do you catch it without a line?
I believe he had like a fishing pole. It was like a whole, like he had an actual, in-depth life raft.
Oh, okay.
And everything. Yeah. So he wasn't just like on a piece of wood raft.
As you know, Brian, I don't need food. How long would I have to last?
Right. Yeah.
How long are you asking
13
me?
days?
Yeah. He
I don't
lasted
think I could
13
last
days.
13 days. I could definitely last 4 or 5 days. I couldn't last 13
So
days.
you couldn't fish yourself for dinner?
Oh, I don't know. Michael, you got a spear you can let me borrow?
Yeah,
Bahamian spear?
you can use my spear.
Okay. All right, is that it, Brian?
Yeah.
All right. So, Mace, I just sent you the tweet that I think you'd be very mad at me if I ever read on the air.
Okay.
Am I right?
Okay. Let me look that and see.
Okay. Well, you can tell me coming up
John
next.
Ireland.
Read it on the air. Read it on the air.
It would start a war around here if I read that tweet on the air, would it not?
Text?
Yeah.
It was a private text exchange.
Yeah, it's a private
between
text
Mason
exchange.
and I that I was reading the other day. I was just going through some old tweets the other day, and I read, I go, wow, if this ever got out, it would be war
What was the
around
subject
here.
Can I see it?
No.
There you go.
Oh, that means it's about me.
No, it's not about you.
It's not about you. Nobody can see it.
What's it about? You don't have to tell us the details.
I'm sticking with Mason's. If he doesn't want it out, I'm keeping it between us.
I'm punting.
Is there something Mason did?
No.
Is there something Ireland
By the
did?
way, satan.
It is a thing?
Seitan.
Oh, you just misspelled it.
I misspelled it, but seitan is a thing that the vegans love. They make it taste like chicken, or they make it taste like, I don't know. Just eat the real thing. All right, Michael? Did you get trick-or-treaters at your house?
No, I went over to Roman's neighborhood, grandparents' neighborhood.
Did you take him?
You took him around the
How'd
neighborhood.
he do?
Oh, he loved it, man. He was walking up to the door, getting his candy.
Oh, nice.
And turning around and I was carrying his bag for him and drop his little Twix or whatever in my bag. He loved it.
I got to tell you, my favorite thing in the world is getting videos from Michael that involve him and Roman.
Yeah.
It's the
Roman
greatest.
is
He was Spider-Man yesterday.
Nice.
I love it.
All right, coming
He's
up
kind of
next.
Spider-Man all the time at your house.
Exactly.
Climbing all over everything.
Coming up next for you, Pepe, I see, has walked into the building.
No.
We will get Pepe in here. Plus,
oh no.
Not everybody likes the so-called brotherly shove, but one national NFL personality is passionate about it. We will do that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free! Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. Both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
It's the Pepe theme song. Pepe Mantilla is
Michael.
here. What is going on, Pepe?
Hello, everybody.
Why are you so late?
Oh, my God.
And now your shirt has got a llama on it. Do you have a llama shirt on?
Yes, that's right.
Where do you find a llama shirt?
From in the
Amazon, my designer, you could probably find one.
In Llama Land.
Napoleon Dynamite website.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Today I was listening to you guys. I'm really, like my spirit is so. I mean, what philosophy of John Ireland?
Okay, so
specifically,
what
what
different people like different thing.
Oh,
exactly.
My God,
Pepe, you are an
This is like Plato.
Right. It's eye-opening. It's
mean,
eye-opening.
Pepe,
Different people like different things.
My mind. It blew my mind.
Why should you can't lose the game until you play it? Is that what it is?
There it is.
Yeah.
No, this is
very similar.
This is bigger.
This
it's even more
Brian,
broad.
You should use that as
your first tweet.
Twitter.
It's your first tweet.
I like it.
Yeah.
Different people like different things, Brian.
Like
That's pretty
different
good.
things.
I support Blueface. I'm the only one.
And you know what? It's like Socrates.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, it is.
Exactly.
It is.
I'm often confused with Socrates.
It is. It is great philosophy.
Yeah.
So one thing, a couple of things I wanted to get to that came up in the Mason and Ireland Mafia. First, this is Chris Aragon. Listening to yesterday's show, and I can't believe Mason is a non-believer in ghosts. I'm a filmmaker, and I actually filmed my ghost hunts. Would love to invite Mason to my next investigation when I film at Bobby Mackey's sometime.
Just send us video of a ghost.
Well, send me an invite. I'll go to some spooky
No, Michael's
house.
right about this. There are if there were ghosts all over the world, we'd have video of them. We don't.
There are some strange videos that they see all these kind of ghostly figures. You do see stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can look them up.
Mike Andrade tweets, the Bally's money for TV is something that the Padres were relying on. It's going to happen to other teams.
Yeah, Major League Baseball is probably going to take over 16 MLB TV deals.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Wow.
most of them tied to Bally's, so it could be the Angels could be involved in this too. Bally's has gone bankrupt.
Yeah.
And so they...
So what happens to the Clippers games? Because they were on Bally, right?
And still are.
Yeah.
Well, the Clippers will always be fine because Ballmer's a billionaire.
Oh, okay.
So he'll just move it around.
Right.
But what a lot of NBA teams are doing is they're cutting deals with local broadcasters. Like every Clipper preseason game was on Channel 5.
I think they... Are there regular season games on Channel
Some.
5?
I think there are 10 of them.
Is Steve Ballmer like paying for the time?
Yes. But Ballmer,
he's renting
yeah,
the time.
Ballmer doesn't need to make money off his TV deal.
Right.
Other owners do.
Sure.
Obviously, the Padres do.
Yes, clearly.
But Ballmer, I always thought Ballmer could reinvent the wheel here. Think about it. He could be the first professional NBA team. I don't know if the league would let him, but to strictly stream the games, like no over-the-air broadcast channel at all.
Just like a Clippers
Go to
app
clippers.com, charge a fee.
This is what the Lakers are doing, what Spectrum's doing. You can subscribe
But you have to pay
just the
Spectrum.
games.
Yeah, you gotta-
$179 for the year.
Right, but the Lakers is more of a traditional deal. Spectrum pays the Lakers a big rights fee.
Right.
Would that work for the Clippers? They have a big enough following?
Well, it would work, Michael, in the sense that Ballmer doesn't need to make money. It would if your goal was, like this is going on in Utah with the Jazz. They're owned by a guy named Ryan Smith, who's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't need a big rights fee check. He makes billions of dollars. He owns some tech company. So they flipped the whole formula on its head. He went to his people and he said, what could we do to ensure the most people in Salt Lake City could see our games? In other words, if I was only interested in providing the game free to as many people as I could, what would I do?
Right.
And they said to him, you would cut a deal with a regular TV channel, like a regular over-the-air broadcast channel. And so he did.
Yeah.
And all their games are on like Channel 4 in Salt Lake City now. And they'll figure out ways to get some of the money back, but it's not going the Spectrum paid more money to the Lakers to get that deal than any team has ever been paid.
That is right.
Yeah.
But do you think people are going to pay if you have to pay to watch a basketball team? Do you think people will pay?
Well, I think Greg will do it. I mean, Greg, you've always been good at pirating stuff, but if they figured out,
pirate anything.
Okay, so if they let's take the conversation there.
Commandeer.
If you're
Commandeers.
not take pirating out of the equation,
Okay.
you get a moral conscience crisis, and you say, I'm not
I
going to
have
pirate
a
anymore.
strong moral conscience.
Would you pay $19 a month to Spectrum to watch Laker games?
Yes, because I'm getting all of the games. Like right now, it's on DirecTV Stream, so I can watch it there. But if it's
And what do you pay for DirecTV Stream?
I pay. I think it's like $200 for the year. $200 for the year.
That's reasonable.
$200 for the year.
But he gets
Yeah,
all
for
of
the year.
DirecTV's channels. Like
Yes,
I'll tell you a new thing I started doing that I would recommend to people who travel. It's a little bit of work, but it's been a game changer for me. I bought an Amazon Fire Stick for $19.95,
Right.
and when I get to my hotel room, I connect it to the internet and plug it into the TV, and I get everything I get at home. I get on the Amazon Fire Stick in my hotel room. So when I get to my hotel on Friday in Orlando, I'll hook up the Fire Stick. I'll connect it to the internet. I'll open the DirecTV app, and I get every channel I get in my house in Manhattan Beach, I get in Orlando, including all the local LA channels. So that's another way around all this.
Okay, so here's where I think it's important, Pepe. So I want to get rid of Spectrum altogether.
Get rid of the cable package.
Get rid of the cable package.
You want to become a cord cutter.
I want to be a cord cutter.
Okay.
This is a step in becoming a cord cutter because one of the reasons I couldn't get rid of my big cable plan was because I couldn't get Laker games. Well, now you can pay, $18 a month? $19 a month.
I think maybe $19.95
to get Laker games. That's cheaper than paying the $200 for cable. And I'm finding more and more of the shows that I think I might miss out on.
I can get.
Like, for example,
if you're willing to, this is what Bergman's been doing for years. If you're willing to do a little bit of work.
Right.
And surf around the internet, you can find almost every show you need, right?
I can find anything at any time. If I didn't pay for it, I pay for a lot of stuff now. But if I didn't pay for it, I can find you anything any day.
You just got to be creative, Pepe. Like if you type into a Google search, Lakers Clippers free stream, you'll get like 10 things. Now,
but they're not all good.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go through a process elimination. Like I did this the other day, Greg. Michael, we were flying, and there was a game. UCLA was playing
Pac-12
football,
network?
and I was trying to find the Pac-12 network, and I struck out. I tried like 10 different links, and I was on an airplane, so it was making it hard. But you eventually, if you're willing to go through the exercise of finding which links work and which links don't, you got to maybe give yourself a half hour. You can get it for free.
Well, I have Cox. What do you have?
I got DirecTV.
Yeah, me too.
I have Cox, and
Mace has Spectrum, so we all get different.
They're all different. So
I have everything in Cox.
Yeah. So what show am I missing if I just drop my cable package?
I don't think you're missing anything.
Right.
Now,
Saturday Night Live's on Peacock.
Right.
All the Sunday morning shows are on Peacock.
When Curb comes back, you'll miss that.
No, you have Max.
I have Max. So I cut down to just streaming services.
Right.
I think I can do this.
Yes, and you don't. If you're like me, and I think you are, I don't watch any regular shows on ABC, CBS, NBC, or Fox.
And I don't watch any of that crap like My 600-Pound Sister or any of those shows.
Yeah.
Pimple Popper, Dr. Pimple Popper.
600-pound sister.
Well, there is a show. Isn't there a show called My 600-Pound Sister?
Wife.
600-Pound Wife?
I think so.
Oh.
You don't watch
600-pound life.
Dancing with the Stars?
I do not watch Dancing with
same
the Stars.
thing.
No. Pepe, you watch Dancing with the Stars?
Because my girlfriend likes it.
Oh, yeah.
She makes you watch it? Man up, Pepe.
Pepe, do you
turn
watch
us a channel?
Pepe, do you watch The Golden Bachelor?
Yeah.
No.
Neither do I.
Well, you an ageist? Are you an ageist?
I'm an ageist.
Yeah, Ireland, isn't it? He won't watch The Golden Bachelor.
You don't watch it, Michael. What are you kidding?
And
You wouldn't know The Golden Bachelor if he walked up to you and shook hands
Ireland
with you.
You're the same age as The Golden Bachelor, are you not?
Almost. He's, I believe, in his 60. I think he's 68, and I'm 60.
60. So you should be watching this and seeing the women that are age appropriate for you.
I already have the woman that's age appropriate for me, and I don't want to watch other people.
Store,
Do you watch the program about where Robert Horry was part of that?
Yes,
program?
I know he was on it.
Are you talking about Basketball Wives?
No, he was on a show like American Daredevil or something.
No, you had to survive in the jungle.
The military stuff and all that.
That's a good one.
Did he win?
No, he's out.
He's out.
But he was out on his own because I think his father was sick or something.
Oh, okay. So he dropped out of the thing.
And then the other program that I like is the one that people go around the world.
Amazing Race?
Oh, Amazing Race.
Yeah, that wins. I never have either, but that wins an Emmy every year.
Yeah.
People love that show.
But it's very nice.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Nice.
It's nice. You and Michael would be great on the Amazing Race.
I'd kill Pepe.
No. How great would it be, though?
Michael
I would
and
watch.
Pepe in the Amazing Race.
I would watch every week.
That.
They would come in last, but the conversations would be so funny of the two of them arguing.
Michael will be eating Tostitos. Hey, wait a second, I have to get my Tostitos.
Pepe, what's the hurry?
Pepe want to go in that direction.
Pepe would say, "Andale, Michael." No.
All right.
I already had him as a backseat driver. I don't want to do that ever again.
Tell you what, coming up next,
I'd pay top dollar.
Me and Ireland have had some stupid bets. The standard bet is usually $100, but what would we do?
Michael's gonna love this.
What would we do if the bet was for $60,000?
A guy offered somebody $60,000 on a dare. Like you always offer me $100 on a dare. $60,000. I want to find out if you would do it.
We'll do that coming up next. Mason in Ireland. Michael's here. Pepe's here. You're here. Lakers, Clippers a little bit later on here after Shadano and Cap. The Clippers. I've got money on the Lakers tonight.
Yeah, you do.
Lakers -3. Let's do this.
End of the street.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction, both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 million mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app. And bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun and Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So, this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
Mixing in Ireland, mixing in Ireland, mixing in Ireland. You little Lakers for life, Lakers for life, Lakers for life. You little
Win, lose, Lakers for life, baby. Let's go.
Tonight.
Why don't you guys bring her in?
We did once, didn't we?
Did we bring in?
We brought her on the phone.
Yeah, on the phone.
So
She was in-
Super Sam?
Yep.
So Super Sam.
Yep. Samantha Duenas.
Yeah, she was great.
Gotta
She's
bring
great.
her out to play Game of Games.
Oh, we should. You know who wanted to play Game of Games that we should get in here? I ran into Jay Moore the other night at the games.
yeah.
Jay wants to come in and play Game of Games.
Anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent me a very funny joke earlier today, which I cannot read on the
Oh, okay. Yeah. By the way, do you have that little nugget from that promo that I asked you to get? By the way, you should be following Brian Cohen now on Twitter at Brian Cohen 710.
What's he at now?
Yeah, how many listeners? Followers do you have? Listeners, followers?
Almost 200.
186.
Nice.
Nice.
You're off to a great start, man.
And Pepe.
Takes people years to get 186 followers. It
Nice.
really does. All right, so there's a little nugget from a promo that I heard that I'm just tired of it. Go ahead and hit it, Brian.
Or you could get Botox in your pits to stop the sweating.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
There are people, they do lasers, yeah.
You want me to laser you tonight in the Island Boys outfit?
Lasering sounds pretty
The
good.
lasering is amazing.
Do you think the Mason and Ireland crowd who normally listens to this show is like literally pulling their hair out right now? listening to Right,
this?
they're pulling out their wigs.
No, but they hate us, but they listen every day.
Right.
They don't hate you. Why is there so much spit and vinegar between the shows? Spit and vinegar?
Well, no, it's one-sided. They're throwing it at us. We're not throwing anything at them.
Right. I mean, are we anti their show at any
I'm not.
point? I'm not.
There's nobody on the show that is anti them, and I don't think they're anti us either.
Well, they're saying our audience.
They're talking about the
doesn't like
audience.
them.
Yeah,
But-
there's a mafia caught like back and forth.
I think they are a little upset at you for stealing their idea of having a. They what do they call it? The circle
community.
of trust.
Yeah, they have a circle, and I respect the circle of trust, and I wanted to
Yeah,
build
they
something
think
for us.
they think your idea for the mafia is a direct ripoff of the circle of trust,
Well,
which it kind of
anybody
is.
Anybody can have a community.
Yeah.
I have a culture pop community.
Yeah.
Beto has a post-game Lakers community.
I listen every time when I drive home.
Do you do you join the Lakers post-game community that Beto's got?
I haven't, but I'm normally driving or I'm flying.
I wouldn't trust those guys. They're trying to pilfer Pepe.
Oh, yeah. Pepe came in yesterday, but didn't come to our show.
Well, but there was confusion.
There was
because Pepe thought we were on till 4.
Oh, got it.
And when we've been doing the what do you call it, Greg?
Combo plate,
and so they're on 3 to 5.
And I explained that to the jefe over there, the chief, and the commissioner also.
Yes.
And he understood. And that's enough for me.
That's enough for you. Okay. So we talked about this guy.
You got to show more loyalty, Pepe.
All right, no, wait, Michael, listen to this.
Okay.
Listen to this scenario.
So, guy in Florida jumped off a bridge into freezing cold water at Epcot Center.
We'll be at Epcot on Friday. Billy Mack's doing a big group trip to Epcot. Are you going to go?
No.
And he won a $60,000 bet by jumping off that bridge into that ice cold water. Now, we standard do the $100 bet. You and John, me and John have done.
Well, matter of fact, when
bets.
Michael dared me to jump into the hotel pool in Houston where all the people were having
Right.
dinner, he gave me $100. This guy got $60,000. But Michael,
$60,000.
I would not do this,
Right.
and here's why. Think about it. It's at Epcot, owned by Disney. It's a Disney park.
Right.
If I'm assuming the guy got arrested.
He got arrested and banned from Disney parks for 1 year.
We're owned by Disney, so I would lose my gig.
Okay, but take that out. Take that part out of it.
I can't. The only questions I ask when I do it is, will this cause me any permanent physical harm or get me fired? And it's B. It would get me fired.
Okay, but take yourself out of Disney and take yourself out of the Lakers. You're some guy.
Yeah, just a random
Somebody
dude.
offers you $60,000. Hey, jump into that freezing cold water.
Dive. I'd jump in it naked for $60,000.
How high was the bridge?
I do not have a bridge height.
Not like 15 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's not like diving off the side of a cliff.
Like off the Golden Gate.
Yeah, he's jumping off.
Cold water in Orlando?
Orlando, yeah. It says freezing cold water at Epcot Center.
I would do that, Pepe,
But
if I wouldn't lose my gig.
It doesn't make any sense. And Orlando is
Water is
never
Stop
cold.
nitpicking.
I'm gonna
accept the
I'm
terms
gonna
of the
tell
story.
you,
Accept the hypothetical.
No, I'm going to tell you something. There are alligators over there.
There are alligators, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you jump?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Even
I'd
with
jump in and
alligators.
jump right out.
Even with the alligators.
Yep. Well, wait. Alligators inside the park?
No, Pepe.
No, Pepe.
They wouldn't let alligators
Center.
roam around Epcot.
No.
I mean, what if some little kid's
Pepe,
down there with his ice cream
for $60,000,
cone?
you're jumping.
No, yeah.
Oh, come on, Pepe.
I won.
60,000. Do you know how much 60,000? You know how many stupid llama shirts you can buy with $60,000?
Mace,
I love
Pepe wouldn't even wear that great Halloween costume he had the other day on to the Laker game
Oh,
because
yeah,
he was
that's
worried
right.
about getting fired.
That's right. But for $60,000,
I won't do it.
$60,000. Michael, would you do it?
60 grand cash? How do you think you get
Cash
paid?
money, straight cash money.
I would do it for 60 grand.
Yeah,
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it working for Disney because I'd
Working for
lose the
Disney.
gig.
Bergman, you're not working for Disney. You're not the manager of whatever the hell
You're
are.
not Mao.
I'm Mao.
You're not Mao.
I would absolutely do it.
Yeah.
$60,000 is easy.
It's no. By the way, who's got $60,000 to blow on somebody jumping off a bridge?
There are a lot of people that just give money away.
A lot of people that have $60,000. By the way, I had a story here earlier in the week. We never got to it. Dusty Baker announced his retirement.
Yes.
And there's a rapper in Houston that gifted him grills, the jewelry you put on your teeth.
Yes.
And it's really expensive, and some of it is really nice. Michael, if I gifted you grills to put on your teeth, would you ever wear them?
No, never.
I don't think Mace, would you?
No. Unless
what
what
if they were
$60,000?
No. What if they were worth $100,000? What if it was like really?
If they're worth that much?
Yes, but you have to wear them.
I can't sell them.
Correct.
I have to wear
It's
them.
a gift. It's a $100,000 gift from, let's say, Snoop. And he said, Mace, listen to the show every day. It's March 23rd. I heard it's your birthday. Here's some grills. You take them to an appraiser. He says, man, Steve, these are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
He gave you a nice gift, $100,000. But then you have to wear them on your teeth, let's say, for a month.
Or when you do
Anytime you're in public.
And then I get the right to sell the grills?
No,
after
you
I
get,
wear
but
them
you
for a
can
month?
keep them.
I can keep them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that hurt your talking? Do you talk the same?
I
if
don't
you
know.
wear-
I'm guessing no
Brian,
one
you
here
strike,
has.
Brian, you strike me as somebody
No.
who's worn grills.
I've never worn a grill.
I
But
bet you Cappy's in here today. I bet you Cappy's put them on just for a bit or something. He'll know.
He'll know.
No, I'm not into that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not either. Not unless there's $60,000 involved.
I think these were worth at least that. I think this rapper is legit, and Dusty Baker, he gave him a nice gift. I think there's a chance these are worth $60,000.
Yeah,
But the question is, it's a fashion statement.
Yeah, correct.
I
and
mean,
not one that Dusty Baker is going to make at 72
Yeah, I don't think
years
Dusty
old or
will
whatever
ever
he
wear
is.
them.
No.
But maybe he'll put them on and take a picture and put it on his Instagram feed. But then he'll take them off.
Dusty Baker on Instagram.
You follow him?
I don't know.
Maybe the Astros would put it on their Instagram.
Yeah. You know, I was looking. This is totally random now. I should actually play the Seinfeld sound because this is a direct.
It's that random.
So I'm looking at football this past weekend. And the Rams are in a quarterback situation. We had Coach Sean McVay on today. Matthew Stafford is questionable for the game on Sunday at Green Bay. Mark Rippon would start in his place. I'm wondering if the Rams blew it by not drafting Will Levis in the second round of this year's NFL draft.
Hey, you see how good he looked last week?
Looked great. Threw 4 touchdown passes for Tennessee. Was that potentially the quarterback that they could have developed for the future?
For whatever reason, the Rams have never really invested in a backup quarterback
Correct.
for the past few years.
Yep.
Back in the early years, they had that one guy from Oregon State that was really, really reliable.
Sean Mannion.
Right. And when he left, they just brought in a bunch of guys. They brought in the Wolf.
The Wolf.
They tried to get the Wolf back.
Wolf said no.
No. Tampa promoted him. He was
Yeah.
on Tampa's practice squad. Rams said, we want to sign John Wolford. And Tampa Bay said, don't go. We'll promote you here.
Yeah.
We'll put you on the NFL roster here. So he's out. I don't even know this guy they're starting on Sunday. Do you?
I do not. He is. He was in camp apparently. He was their 4th quarterback in camp, so he's got some familiarity with the offense. But I'm wondering.
But they're not. The Rams are the only ones. The Raiders. This McConnell guy, Greg, is our quarterback now moving forward.
Well, yes, he is.
Yeah, I mean they've benched Jimmy G.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
So who's the backup? Is it going to be Jimmy G or is it going to be Brian Hoyer?
No, it'll be Jimmy G.
Yeah, probably. I just like the fact that Hoyer and Garoppolo are going to be gone with the depatriotization. I don't know the word.
The depatriotization.
I'm telling you, I know it was a joke.
Patriotization.
I know it was a joke that guy tweeted, but I love the idea of Dion getting the Raider job and bringing Shador with him.
Yeah.
By the way, Freddie Prinze Jr. is constantly texting me today.
He texted me this morning, too.
How excited he is.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I sent him the article I sent to you guys.
Yeah.
I go, read this. These guys were terrible. Yeah, Freddie's really excited.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question. I mean, the right thing was done. They got rid of McDaniel. The problem is the guy who's going to hire the next head coach. Now, I think the Sanders thing, you win the press conference. I don't know if you necessarily win, but I think you win the press conference. And I think the Raiders become
Let me ask all
the
you
most
guys.
talked about team in the NFL.
Let me ask you guys.
Yep.
Honest answers here. I give you a choice. Box A, okay, door number 1 is Dion head coach, Shador quarterback. Box number 2, Lincoln Riley coach, Caleb Williams quarterback. Which one do you want?
There's no question on that. Caleb and Lincoln.
Yeah, I want Caleb.
Yeah, that's the easiest one of all of it.
Yeah, I bet you guys don't want Dion.
Different people like different things.
Oh, there you go. Pepe's got it. He nailed it.
I love the idea of Caleb. I mean, the home run is Caleb and
yeah.
Dion.
Well,
but that's not one of the choices.
No, that's not on the board.
Yeah.
And by the way, if Dion's a head coach, does he really not choose his son?
Not over Caleb.
Could you wait a minute?
No.
Well, he's not going to have let's say he doesn't have the number 1 pick.
Well, Caleb's going to be gone by 6 or
Well,
7.
you know the Bears may.
Caleb, you're saying?
The Bears
Caleb's
may
going
have
1, yeah.
picks 1 and 2.
Yeah,
They may get Caleb and Marvin Harrison.
Correct.
better.
That's
They
the
better.
game plan.
Yeah.
They do have 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But my question regarding the Rams, who's favorite this Sunday? Green Bay?
It started out Rams -1.5. It's now Green Bay -2. -2.5 or
because of the
-3.
QB thing,
because of the quarterback thing.
Because the quarterback for Green Bay, he's good.
No,
Jordan Love, he's been terrible
really
lately.
bad.
Pepe, he was good a month ago. Look at his last 3 starts.
Your scouting
last
is not
game,
right.
last game
Yeah.
against Minnesota, he played really good.
Yeah. Okay. So he had a good game.
He had a good game.
Right. So you scouted him.
I did the game.
Yeah. You did the game. And he was good in the game.
He was good in the game, of course.
But he's generally not good.
Well, but against the Rams without a good quarterback?
Yeah, no, you're right.
We'll find out.
It's jump ball. We're going to find out. But
and I'm doing that game too, okay?
You're doing the game?
Next week, when you ask
Who
me...
do you do the game for?
For how many times I
home,
said
by
this? You
himself.
don't pay attention. You hurt my
At
feelings.
home by himself.
You hurt my feelings.
No.
I put the voice in Spanish for SAP, for Fox Sports.
Oh, got it.
Been doing
SAP,
it-
You're the
man.
SAP guy.
I've been doing it for 25 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Please.
I did
keep
not
it in
mean
my-
to offend.
Okay,
keep it.
I have a question for you guys that I want you to answer.
I didn't know you were Captain Sap.
that I want you to answer
He's
when
a
we
sap,
come
is what
back.
he is.
Okay.
Okay.
You're each going to get. Everybody gets one sentence to answer this question. Okay.
Yep.
Bobby Knight just passed away.
Wow.
What's his legacy?
Okay.
One sentence.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
He
do
was
that.
83, by the way.
83.
Just breaking news. Just passed
Hell
away.
fellow, well met. All right, so we'll do that coming up next for you. Got Game of Games. It is Michael Thompson's game
My game
today
today,
as
baby.
we start a brand new month. By the way,
Right.
today is Dia de los Muertos. It's a good day to remember your relatives who've gone before you and your ancestors and the people who made you who you are.
Don't you do that every day?
So no, Jorge said it's actually tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
It is
Yeah,
tomorrow?
Yeah, it's
I
tomorrow.
thought it was always the day after Halloween.
It's sundown tonight to sun.
Today is All Saints Day.
Okay.
Tomorrow is Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, so today's All Saints Day, and at sunset it becomes
Dia
Dia de los Muertos. Got it.
There you go.
Thank you. Got corrected on that. All right, so Ireland's question.
Well, we got to say the right things.
Yeah. On this show.
We
it's
do?
important.
Why start now?
For these.
Yeah.
Yeah, for facts and stuff like that. All right,
Facts.
coming up next for you, Ireland's question. We'll do that, and then we got Game of Games. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
You a chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. Both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million Mega Sports Station, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So, this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lynn's Football. See you there.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, Give me Laker tickets.
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game for free.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays.
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. Both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million Mega Sports Station, 710 ESPN.
All right, so Pepe's here. Michael Thompson is here. It is Lakers-Clippers tonight at Crypto.com Arena, a home game for the Lakers, and it is one of those nights when I think me and Cappy are going to run around a lot.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you never know where you're going to wind up.
You're going to try to get in the patio again?
You could hey king your way into the owner's suite.
The owner's suite? I don't think they'd allow me there.
Well, Cap's not going to take no for an answer.
You're right. But I intend, we're going to go to Hyde for a while.
Of course.
As that's our scene.
The Hyde girls were in front of Michael and I the other day, and Michael took pictures of them and sent them to Billy Mack and said, your girls are here.
They're looking for you, Billy. Where are you? That's right.
All right. So, John, Bobby Knight has passed away.
Yes. Bobby Knight has passed away, and I think he leaves a very complicated legacy behind. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if we were all put in charge of writing his Wikipedia page today.
Or you said one sentence.
Right.
That summarizes everything, right?
Right. And what would the first sentence be? Wait a minute. You got to turn your mic on.
Yeah, there you go.
One sentence, Pepe. One sentence. I'll give you an example. This would be mine. One of the top 5 college basketball coaches ever, comma, whose legacy will always be defined by his temper.
Oh, that's actually good.
Period.
That's good. Mine is more.
He couldn't control his temper, and I think because of that, a lot of basketball fans don't appreciate how great of a coach he was because his people skills were lacking. He yelled at people until they either got sick of him or put up with him.
So here's mine. Bobby Knight was a championship coach whose career ended when he got caught choking one of his players.
Good. Pepe, how would you describe Bobby Knight? Or Michael, you want to go?
You want me to go first,
Yeah.
Pepe?
Yeah.
Well, Bobby Knight's legacy to me, I played against him, saw him up close. I would just simply say bully, tyrant, abuser, dictator, not a coach I would choose to play for or want my boys to play for.
All right, so that's more direct.
Hell, fellow, well met.
Yeah, no, that's more direct. Pepe, what would you go
Couldn't
with?
stand him.
Great coach, bad temper, but he was good.
Good at basketball coaching.
Good at basketball coaching.
Not good at the way he treated people.
No. As a coach, he was good.
But can you be? I mean, this a lot of people fit this description. Woody Hayes, super smart football coach whose legacy will always be
punched that Clemson player
in the stomach.
Yep,
and ended his career.
Face mask.
Yeah, it was the face mask. Yeah.
And
you can't put your hands on players, man.
No.
Come on, there's no excuse for that. I couldn't stand Bobby Knight even before he choked that guy.
Right, and the weird thing is tactically. He won 3 national championships, 76, 81, and 88.
So what? He was an abuser.
Right. Michael, I don't disagree with any of that, of anything what you said. But it's almost a shame that his basketball genius falls by the wayside.
They'll perfume it up and they'll nothing but sweet nothings.
I don't think so. We're not doing that now.
No, we're not doing it now. The guy
press.
died 10 minutes ago. You're calling him a tyrant and a dictator.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what.
But those words are appropriate.
Right, they are appropriate.
They'll do the tributes on Bob Knight and they'll talk about what a great guy he was.
I think his legacy will be mixed. I believe that we will see the clip of him throwing that chair.
Oh, that, yeah. Nobody
in every package.
People laugh at that.
But I mean, that's emblematic of his attitude towards
Will you see the Neil Reed punch in every package? Choking him.
Yeah, you might.
Maybe.
What did Pepe say?
I agree with you with the one word that you say. Bully.
Yeah.
And by the way, that doesn't work in 2023.
No.
Like,
no way.
Forget it.
The only guys that are left are Belichick and Popovich, and they've had to soften.
Yeah.
They're not even.
And you should. These are grown men. Don't treat people how you want to be treated.
Who's that?
Like, if you notice, Popovich is not
bully coaches.
MFing sideline reporters anymore.
Right.
Somebody got to him.
Yeah.
Belichick has actually cracked a joke 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "What do you think of Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift?" And Belichick said, "He's made a lot of great catches. This might be the best one he's ever made."
He did. That's a good
Belichick's
line.
not saying that 10 years ago.
True. Yeah. No, I think there will be. I would imagine that his packages, his obit packages, what they call that. I think it will be
fluffy. All fluffy.
I think there will be legitimate stuff in there.
You want to put $1 on it?
I'll put $1 on that.
But it depends where it is. Like CNN, who's the one who kind of caught him hitting Neil Reed and got him out of Indiana. CNN won't sugarcoat this.
No.
ESPN might.
I'll put $1 on it.
They'll bring Dick Vitale on, and Dick will say nothing but nice things
what a
about
great
him.
guy.
Oh, Bobby Knight General, he's a great and yet they'll also bring people on. They'll bring college reporters on that will delve into the complicated legacy that he had.
Yeah.
But there is a saying in Spanish that reads, "No hay muerto malo," which means nobody that dies is bad.
What? Right.
I mean, I know you're going to talk about Hitler, okay? That's besides the point. That's besides the point.
What about murderers?
What
rapists?
I'm saying, in this case, you know, people like for instance, I don't want you to die, but if you die, I'm going to say good things about you.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. See.
What would you say about?
Yeah, I mean it's basically don't speak ill of the dead, right?
That's right.
What are you going to say about my eulogy, Pepe?
I'm going to miss you.
One of the great minds in
like
America is gone.
Say that, Pepe. That'll be great.
If I get asked to speak and to give you may outlive me, but if I outlive you and I get my last thing I'm going to say about you when I'm done with everything, I'm going to say a bunch of nice stuff, and I'm going to say, and he owes me $1.
That's right. Yep.
I'm just going to say, what a waste of a brain.
Now I saw your eulogy.
And don't forget to bring the
you
Tostitos.
did the eulogy for your dad, right?
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah,
I barely made it through that.
Yeah. My family summarized. I'm the dedicated.
I was there. I was there the night you talked about it. Yeah, you did good.
Grandmothers,
you speak for
grandfathers,
everybody?
dads. Yeah, I mean everybody. Everybody. I can say.
Yeah.
So
say
who's gonna do the presentation for you guys for the Hall of Fame?
Oh, for the Hall of Fame.
Well, I left it up to Mason.
Yeah,
that's a big day for him. I'm kind of just riding along.
Yeah, it's a really big day for me.
I thought you chose Morales.
Who did you pick?
My son.
Oh,
okay.
that's very nice. Oh, that'd be great.
Not
He
Samuel,
was
your
very
partner?
happy.
What about Samuel, your partner?
He's only been his partner for like 2 years.
Oh, that's long enough.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to do some game of games.
Yes.
It is the first day of the month, and everybody is even. Nobody on the board. I feel good about this month, although yesterday's game, we've had some shaky games lately.
She would have been fine if she just would have gone multiple choice.
Not mine.
Potpourri of lies this week.
Not
was a
mine.
little too focused on Raquel Welch.
No. Give me a break.
There
We
were
realized,
three
Pepe,
questions
that
about Raquel Welch.
The obsession I have for Kate Beckinsale lives in your mind with Raquel Welch.
Yes.
No, but you won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. I did not.
Don't complain. Okay.
Oh, I never complain.
Next
I
time,
leave that to Mason.
Next time
Minus
it's gonna,
one already.
It's gonna be harder for you.
Okay. Michael's game today.
Yes.
We will do that. Then we got Super Crosstalk. Then we got Lakers versus Clippers. It's a big night. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Every Friday, we're giving away.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, Give me Laker tickets.
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. Both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season on LA's $1 Million Mega Sports Station, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lynn's football.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
Listen every Monday this football season for your chance at $1 million. $1 Million Mondays
Presented by Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Listen every Monday to 710 ESPN. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. Both teams and the final score, and you could be winning $1 million this football season.
Tweet.
Can't
figure it out. I can't figure it out.
We'll give you a tutorial after the show. By the way, follow Brian Cohen, producer Brian, at Brian Cohen 710. All right, Michael, it is your game today. Pepe is here. Brian, Bergman, me, and Ireland.
5 players. Brian, Greg, Mace, Ireland, Pepe. Here we go.
November is here, so let's celebrate November with today's game. November, which means 9 from the Latin word novem. So since November means 9, let's look at 9 things. 9 thises and 9 that's. Buzz ins and multiple choices.
Okay. All right. You got to tell us
Buzz
which one.
in on number 1.
Okay.
I may have to give you some hints.
Okay.
At one time, there were only 6 of these, but now there are 9.
Greg.
What
are the apostles?
No.
Okay.
Jewish guy just throwing stuff at us.
That's exactly what it was.
Now there are 9.
There are 9.
Okay.
What are these?
Can you
you
give
got
me a hint? All right, give you a hint. Think robes and benches.
Ireland. Supreme Court justices.
Yes.
Okay.
There used to be 6, huh?
There used to be 6.
Yeah.
1869 they changed it.
So it's not
added 3 more.
apostles.
It's not apostles.
There were 12 of those.
He had 12 of those, and I think it was a steady 12.
That was
although the
that
one
was a very unique
the
guess.
one turned on
So
him.
what was the answer?
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court justices. Okay.
Wake up, Pepe. Buzz in. This Laker was the last to wear number 9.
Ireland.
Pepe.
Who is Nick Van Exel?
No. Pepe?
I was going to say
I'll
Nick
give you
Van
some
Exel.
hints.
I was going to say Nick Van Exel.
I'll give you some hints. He's black, light skin, played at UCLA. The year he wore number 9 was 2011. Mason.
Jordan Farmar?
Nope.
Greg.
2011-2012 season.
Greg. Trevor Ariza?
Nope.
He'd be 3.
Anybody else?
3, 2,
I got no
1.
guess.
Matt Barnes.
Wow.
Oh, did he wear
He was the
9?
last guy to wear number 9. Huh?
Buzz in. Although you haven't seen him play lately, this current Dodger wears number 9.
Greg.
Greg.
Gavin Lux.
Yes.
Oh, good, Greg.
That's a good call.
In Portland, we stay at a hotel called the Nines. Multiple choice here. Why is the hotel called the Nines? Number one, A, because it has 9 floors. B, because it has 9 owners. Or because it was open in 1909.
Brian.
Let's go open 1909.
Greg.
9 owners.
Mace.
Open 1909.
I'm going to go 9 floors. Pepe.
9 floors.
1909.
Who got that?
Brian.
All right, way to go, Brian.
And I didn't.
And Mason.
Okay.
Tony Parker wore number 9 with the Spurs. Multiple choice. At what age was Tony when he came into the NBA? 18, 19, or 20?
Greg.
18.
Mace.
I'm also going to go 18.
I'm also going to go 18. Pepe.
20.
Brian.
I'm going to go 19.
19.
Wow, Brian takes the lead.
Before multiple choice. Before Matthew Stafford joined the Rams, who was the last player to wear number 9 for the Rams? Austin Davis, Keith Null, or John Wolford?
This one's you, Mace.
Davis, Null, or Wolford?
I'll go Davis.
I think it was the Wolf. I'll
It
go
might have been
Wolford.
the Wolf.
Pepe.
Me too, Wolford.
Brian.
Wolford.
Greg.
I think it's Wolford.
Who is it?
It is Wolford.
All right, everybody but Mace.
Everybody answers here on this true or false. Over the years, America's greatest rock band, the Eagles, have had 9 members. True or false?
Over the years, they've had 9 members.
True or false?
This one's me. I'm going to say that's true. Pepe.
I would say that's true too.
Brian.
I'm going to go false.
Greg.
I think it's probably more, so I'll go false.
Mace.
I'm going to go with the president of the Eagles fan club, John Ireland.
It is.
Say it's true.
It is false. They've only had 7.
Yeah.
Okay,
Way
so
to
who
go,
got it?
Brian.
Who got
Brian
false?
and Greg.
Brian and Greg got it. Okay,
Brian's running away.
Brian's got 4. Greg's got 3. John 2. Pepe and Steve 1.
Buzz in on this one if you know. Where do we say we are if we are happy?
Ireland. Cloud 9.
Yes.
All right, I've got 3.
Everybody.
Oh, right. Back to 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody answers here. Remember, this is where everything's around the number 9.
Okay.
The saying, the whole 9 yards, comes from the machine guns used in combat planes that had 27 feet of length of bullets in the chain. And when they fired all the bullets, they called it the whole 9 yards. True or false? Everybody answers.
Pepe.
True.
Brian.
True.
Greg.
I'll go true.
Seems
Mace.
true.
It is true.
It is true.
Yeah.
That's where the whole 9 yards comes from. People
Okay,
think it's
Brian
football.
5, John 4, Greg 4, Pepe and Steve 2.
Buzz in if you know this one. Think about this one now.
Okay.
How many 9s are there between 1 and 100?
Ireland.
Ireland.
There are 9 would be 81.
Hey.
11.
No.
Brian.
Greg.
Greg.
Brian.
Nine.
Brian.
9.
No.
Pepe.
Greg. I was next. There are 12.
No.
Mason.
Mason?
There are 10.
No.
11.
No. 20.
Oh, what?
There are 20.
Oh, because you got to go. Oh, yeah,
Gotta go
because
99,
90, 91, 92, 93, 94,
Oh,
95.
wow. Wow. You tricked
That was a
all
good
of
one.
us.
That was a good
That
question.
was
Nice.
a good question.
Buzz in if you know this one. Which famous American family has 9 kids in the family?
Greg.
Greg.
Oh, no, it's not that.
3,
Pepe.
2,
I don't know. Oh,
Pepe.
Yes.
Kennedy's. There we go, Pepe.
that was my first instinct. I should have gone
All right,
with
Pepe's up to
Buzz
3.
in. What is 9 minus 9 minus 9?
Mason.
Mason.
Minus 9.
Yes.
Okay, Mason's.
Buzz in if you know this one. In which country does 9 mean no?
Mason.
Mason.
China.
No.
Ireland.
No, Ireland.
Pepe.
Germany.
Yes, Germany.
All right. I tied Brian for the lead.
Wait. It's not yet.
No. Niet is
Russian.
Russian.
Russian. Ah, yeah, you're right.
The fable or story goes, if you wanted to get someone to fall in love with you, you would want them to drink what?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Love potion number 9.
That's right.
Oh, very good,
Pepe.
Pepe.
Hey,
All right,
he's a lover.
Score update. Brian 5, John 5, Pepe 4, Greg 4, Mason 3.
Buzz in if you know this one. There used to be 9 of these. 9 of what?
There used to be 9 of these.
I want to go with apostles, but I'm not going to.
Give us a hint, Michael.
It's something I love, that really I love and have a obsession over.
Ireland. Boxing belts.
No.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Look up.
Mason.
Mason.
Planes.
No.
Oh, I know what it is.
Wait, so something.
All right,
that says-
3,
I know.
2,
No. Give
1.
hint. Hold on.
No, you don't know what it is now? All right, Pluto was one, and now it's not.
Planets.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pluto.
Buzzin'.
Somebody's got to stick up.
Buzzin'.
for Pluto.
The longest palindrome has 9 letters. What is a palindrome?
Mason.
Pepe.
Oh.
Pepe.
No, I thought you got it, Mace.
Mason? Okay, Mace.
Word that's the same forward and backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I was there.
Multiple choice here, Pepe. This composer wrote 9 symphonies. Symphonies.
It's multiple choice.
Multiple
Stole your
choice.
role.
Dang
Was it Beethoven, Bach, or Mozart?
Brian.
Mozart.
Greg.
Beethoven.
Mace.
Beethoven.
I also think it's Beethoven. Pepe.
Beethoven.
It is Beethoven.
Okay,
was
so
gonna
wait a
get
minute.
it on my
Did anyone
buzz
miss
in.
that?
Brian.
I did. Brian missed it. Okay, so great. Mace, you got it?
Yeah.
Greg, you got
Yep.
it? All right, so here it is. John has the lead with 6. Brian, Greg, Pepe, and Mace all have 5.
Wow.
So it's very close. You want to do 5 more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go. You got 5 more, Mike?
Maybe 3.
So 3 more. Here we go. 3 more.
Well, do you have a tiebreaker
From
just in
which
case?
culture?
All right, 2 more and a tiebreaker.
Well, multiple choice.
Multiple
From
choice.
which culture or country does the saying "dress to the nines" come from? Scotland, Wales, or England?
All right, I have to go first because I'm in the lead. I'm going to say England. Pepe.
It is England.
Brian.
I'm going to go Scotland.
Greg.
England.
Mace.
You guys are so sure. I'll say England.
It is Scotland.
Nobody got it.
That one.
No, Brian got it. No, Brian got it.
No, Brian,
You threw me off.
no, Brian, you got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Brian
Brian
got
has
it.
tied me for the lead. Everybody's still alive. This is the last one, and then we have a tiebreaker if we need it.
Okay.
Here we
Multiple
go.
choice
You
here.
always do that to us.
Multiple
Yes.
choice here. A polygon, which is like a pentagon or octagon, a 9-sided polygon, is called what? A nanagon, a nonagon, or a nonagon? Nan, none, or non?
Brian.
Non.
I'm also going to... it's either nan or non. I'll go non. Greg.
You guys won, so I can't win, but I'll say none just for fun.
Mace.
I think the only choice is to say
Nan or none, you have to say.
You can't
But
say
if I want to be in it,
No,
you
no,
can't.
you're
can't.
out.
You're a point behind.
Oh, okay. I think
so
it's
say nan or
I
none.
think it's nan.
Nan. Pepe.
So
Say nan or
Nan?
none.
None or non?
None.
It is non. Non or
Okay,
non.
so it's now the tie. It's everybody's out except me and Brian.
Okay.
And this is Brian. This is for the match.
All
right here. Here we go. Is it multiple choice or name is your brother?
Closest to the number.
Oh, I like it. Okay, here we go. Brian, you got to write something down.
How many Lakers have worn the number 9?
How many
Okay.
Lakers won the number 9?
All right, Brian, what'd you write down?
I'm going to go 8.
I wrote down 7.
It is 7.
Oh, wow. Boom, a victory. I was just guessing.
So, John wins?
Yeah, I won on the tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker, actually, the tiebreaker is this one. Closer to the number. No Googling. I'll give
Okay.
you guys 5 seconds to figure it out.
Okay.
What is 9 times 9 times 9? 5, 4.
27 times 9. 229.
Nope. Pretty close.
287.
Nope.
It's got to be
Oh, it's 227. Somebody gets 227. 227?
It is 729. 9
How
times
was
9.
I close? Saying
Well, you were not
229.
I was
thought you
going.
said
I wanted to
seven-
go
I thought you said
higher.
729.
I said no. I said 229, and Michael goes, "You're close."
81 times 9 cannot be 200 something.
729.
No, he
Yeah,
says 729.
729.
Okay.
9 times 9 times 9.
Michael, very nice game.
Thank you. Pepe, what do you think of the game?
I didn't like it because you didn't do multiple choice.
I did. I had like
There
6
was
of
some.
them.
Most of those were the quick ones.
You can't win unless you do multiple choice. You can't
Yeah.
buzz in.
No,
You don't know how to
because
say
I'm-
Pepe?
No. Multiple choice is better for me because these guys are really
I'll
quick,
tell you what.
especially.
It is no potpourri of lies. I will tell you that. Michael. That game was no potpourri of lies.
I guess I should have put Raquel Welch in here.
No
yeah,
potpourri of lies.
yeah, exactly. All right, guys, thank you very much. We're going to do a little super crosstalk.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM, Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Calf to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
I'm going to take a video tonight.
It's Lakers Clippers.
All right. It's Super Crosstalk time.
All right,
We're getting
Pepe
ready
and
for
Michael are
Lakers,
making their way
Clippers.
out.
Michael,
Sedano
Pepe,
and Cap are making their
you're
way
speaking
in.
at normal volumes.
But apparently
while we're on
Pepe
the
and Michael
air.
have forgotten
They don't
we're on the
care.
air
We're
and they're
doing a
not
radio
leaving.
show and whatnot. I didn't say that.
Well, I'll leave. Do you want them instead of me?
No, everybody stay here.
No, we only have 4 mics.
Make it a real grab bag.
I'm offering to leave. We have 4 mics.
I did not kick you out.
I did,
I'm
but
not
I'm
taking
against
the fall
the
for
black
this.
and
Hispanic guys.
I'm happy to leave.
No.
Yeah.
At least let the Jewish guys stay.
I'm a minority. Right. Wait a minute. I'm a minority.
Wait a minute. How are you a minority?
I'm gay.
Right, but that's not.
That is completely a minority.
We
are literally a minority. Specifically a minority.
Come on, that's a bit.
That's not a bit. That's not a bit. No, that one's not a bit. What you were doing before was a bit.
Dude, I met Juan. He ain't gay, all right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, no. No, but I'm saying what you were doing before you came out was a bit. That was a bit. Yeah. I was putting on an act. I was putting on a show.
Yeah.
So
Very good at it, by the way.
Cappy, are you? Yeah, I know. I fooled him a long time.
Yeah.
Ireland, we worked together how long before you finally knew?
When you told me?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't know?
Tell the story on air once that Lisa had an idea? Or no?
No. Had no idea. But here's the thing. I was so nervous when Mason told me, because you can't tell anybody.
Right.
I didn't tell Lisa for a year.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I actually asked Mason if I could tell her. He goes, "You haven't told her yet?" And I went, "Well, you told me not to tell anybody."
That's the thing about coming out. You got to come out one person at a time.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Well, you didn't really know, John? I mean, all those years you had no idea?
No idea.
Okay, so I remember when I first read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I read it. I was like, yeah, tell me something I don't know.
No, did you know?
Of course. Listen,
at what point did you know?
I'll tell you when I knew.
Okay.
It was 2003.
Okay, so we were at the 1090.
Well, right. So Mason and I kind of start this radio station together.
Yep.
Right? And I don't want to say names, but a gentleman said to Mace, he said, hey, because you're just moving back, where are you going to be living? And Mace is like, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. And the guy said, don't go live in this neighborhood around those people. And he used some language that we don't use anymore. Right.
It was Hillcrest, and it was gay people.
No, it wasn't gay people. It was.
He used another word, a derogatory word.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right. Like the kind of milk. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you're
Homogenized.
saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
All right, thank you. So Mace tells me the story, and he was upset.
So then you knew.
I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
By the way, whoever came up with that, I lived in West Hollywood for like 9 years.
Right.
You want to live in gay neighborhoods.
Although
it's like the nicest, cleanest, friendliest.
And also, you're motivated to work out because the dudes
Everybody's
are hot.
looking good.
Right. Everybody's lean.
They all have frozen yogurt shops somewhere in the nearby.
And if you're straight,
there's always great yoga. In the
So it's funny. Izzy Gutierrez is gay. He came out of the closet a number of years after you did, Mace.
Yep.
And I'll never forget. He's on Around the Horn right now. That's why I pointed at him. To your point, people come out one by one to people.
Yes.
So he came out to me many years before he came out publicly. And I'll never forget, a few months later, I get home from a game trip. I was on a trip somewhere, and I get home, and it's 2 a.m, and my wife is up. And I'm like, oh boy, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? And I think I don't know if we were married yet or whatever, but we were living together.
You were together, but
living in sin.
Oh my!
Yeah.
And,
I lived in sin.
And
Me too. I think
she's
still
like,
am.
I'm like, so she's like, hey, so, I have something to tell you, and I'm like, what's up? And she's like,
And you're thinking, this is bad.
right?
What did I do?
What did I do? It's 2 a.m. She's having a drink. And I'm like, uh-oh. And then she's like, so can you sit down for a second? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, no.
Wow,
sit down for a
And she
second.
goes, so, your friend Israel, right, Izzy? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so one of my colleagues who's gay, ran into him at a gay bar. And I said, oh, yeah, I know. He told me months ago. And he
She's
told
like,
me it was what you did.
Was she mad that you didn't tell her?
Yes, because the same thing with Lisa, right? Like you didn't tell her, and I was
Sworn
like,
to
I was like,
secrecy.
yeah, I wasn't gonna. No offense, I didn't want to say anything because he said like, hey, just let me do it on my own accord,
Right,
And so I said eventually he'd tell you, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that was the funny moment. To your point, one by one, and I didn't tell my
All right, now I'm
girlfriend
going to
or
give
wife.
you guys a challenge that we just did on our show that I want you to do. It's a serious challenge. Cap, we'll start with you.
Yes, sir.
One sentence.
Okay.
What is Bobby Knight's legacy?
Oh man.
Ooh, that's easy.
Bobby Knight, great old school coach.
Very polite way of putting it. George,
That's it.
what would you do?
Yeah, because
Bobby
I'm
Knight.
old school's a lot.
Bobby Knight, a complicated sports figure who had incredible highs as a head coach, as a basketball figure, but equally as incredibly lows as a human being.
You were very similar to mine.
Dude, that's like a run-on sentence, man.
No, but that's okay.
That's
You
okay.
said
Yeah, I
one
think there's
sentence.
going to be
You're trying to
a lot of
life.
what I
There's
said,
commas
George, was
involved.
one of the.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if you know, you can write commas.
Okay, so that was one sentence
That's
with
one
multiple
sentence.
commas. All right.
What I said.
I mean, it was nicely constructed. It just was long. It was like a complicated kind of.
Well, I think that's
Run-on.
why
Do you
this
want to
is.
explain where the commas go?
Yeah, this is why, Cappy, it's hard because, like, what I said was one of the 5 greatest college basketball coaches of all time, comma, who will forever be defined by his temper.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because you see, when Mace,
Michael, by the way, was way more direct.
I was too.
bet. What did you say?
Well, Michael
I said-
played against him, right?
I said
Yeah.
Bobby Knight was a championship coach whose career ended when he got caught choking one of his players.
But so to let you know, Michael's introduction to Bobby, Michael described him as bully, tyrant,
Dictator.
I would
Right.
never want my son or any friend of the family to play for him.
Yep.
When Michael was at the University of Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
4 of the 5 starters on that team were Ray Williams, who went on to the NBA to play point guard for the Knicks. Flip Saunders was the point guard for that Minnesota team.
Okay.
Kevin McHale,
Wow.
and Michael, and
Damn.
then a guy named Osborne Lockhart,
Jeez.
who Michael played with. So they were loaded.
Mm-hmm.
They never made it to the Final Four because every year they ran into Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they had Scott May and Kent Benson and Quinn Buckner and all those dudes.
Wow.
And one year they ran into Michigan when they had like Ricky Green and all those guys. But, back then, only one team from each conference went to the tournament. So if you had a great team but you couldn't get out of your conference, out of luck.
Wow.
So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of tributes to Bobby Knight today.
Yeah.
But Mace had a good point. He said every single one of them is gonna show video of him either throwing a chair or punching a kid.
Right. Well, that's part of his. That is unfortunately for him, part of his legacy. That's why when I say great old school coach, what I mean by old school is he can't coach today.
Yeah.
He can't. He cannot be with these kinds of kids today.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, people accepted that.
Yeah.
In some ways, and then you put your hands on somebody, and then it goes on and on and on. You're like, he's a freaking nut job. And then at one point you're like, I want my kid to play for him because he's disciplined and he runs them hard and they win. And then then it became like, geez, I don't want my kid anywhere near that guy. Guy's choking my kid.
Right.
It's just, that's who he became.
Sure. And I feel like he was probably always that guy. That just happened to get out.
But it's just like that narcissistic sort of personality type where you're right no matter what. Yeah, so what? I choked a guy. Yeah, so what? I threw a jab.
Yeah, right,
Like,
yeah.
I'm the boss of this place,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to play you guys something. I played it a little while
That's
ago.
an Ireland move. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
I'm gonna
Sound
do,
and crosstalk.
I'm gonna do something fun.
Okay. Oh,
not
nice.
dead guy stuff. So
Especially a dead guy you don't like.
I hear a promo, and is it me or is there some riff between our shows? Is there a riff between
Is there a
our
riff?
shows?
Go ahead and play this, Brian.
You can get Botox in your pits to stop the sweating.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
There are people, they do lasers, yeah.
You want me to laser you tonight in the Island Boys outfit?
Lasering sounds pretty
The
good.
lasering is amazing.
Do you think the Mason Ireland crowd who normally listens to this show is literally pulling their hair out right now?
now.
Oh, yeah,
They're
of
pulling out their
course.
No,
wigs.
but they hate us, but they listen every day.
They hate us, but they listen
Your
every
audience
day.
doesn't like our show.
That's bull. We have this. I mean,
No, Mason, it's not. I mean, it's fine. We don't have to have the same
our
audiences.
audience does like your show,
No.
and vice versa.
I would say there is a Venn diagram of, like anything in life, there's a Venn diagram of people that you like your show, that like our show. But I would say that they're the majority don't.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree,
that,
Sedano.
I get that the station flows.
There's a
through
Venn
its
diagram
thing.
of people that like it, and then
Yeah.
but I would say if we were splitting up percentages,
There might be 25% crossover.
Here,
right,
George,
30 max.
George,
yeah.
can you take this notepad right here?
Yeah.
And take this pen.
And create a Venn diagram?
I would like to see
Oh,
the
Venn
Venn
diagram.
diagram.
Draw a Venn
I want to see
diagram.
the Venn diagram because
I actually don't know what a Venn
me
diagram
neither.
is.
I mean, I know
Really?
they sound
Yeah,
dumb.
you do. When he draws it,
Yeah,
you'll
when
know.
he- when he-
Pie
Like
chart?
something that crosses over. No, like
Yeah.
one circle and it bleeds into the
circle
other
bleeds into
circle.
the-
and-
oh, yeah, no, now I know what it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me see. Let me see
Venn
what the deal is.
diagram.
Okay, so
Two circles basically.
Okay, all right. So
And
how,
this is the Venn diagram part of it.
what's that part in the middle?
That's
the
part that
that
listen to
crosses
both
over.
shows.
Right. Okay, so that's it. Only that.
You think
small
only
number.
that group listens to both shows?
Yeah,
Right.
I would say like about a third of the
Now,
audience.
see, I disagree with that. The ones that hate us listen even longer.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
The line that I was afraid that was going to be in that promo, which
Right.
it wasn't, was when we did an anniversary on this day for The Walking Dead, and I said, "Oh, that's some of the Mason and Ireland audience, isn't it?"
Oh, nice. Yeah, good. Let's. You know what? I think that's smart to bag on people that are listening.
That makes them listen more.
No,
I
that's
like.
right.
No,
your guys do like punishment.
They like punishment.
No, please attack our audience.
Just like I like.
Thank you, sir. Give me another.
Just like I like older women that beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, mommy, I am a bad boy.
By the way, Chris, I want to defend you.
Yes.
For an absolute outrage that Mason will not defend you. For a matter of fact, he's the opposite of me.
What did I do?
You did nothing.
Oh.
You and Cap, you told a lengthy story on Travis and Sleewa today that you paid for a pizza yesterday.
Right.
And you put it in the refrigerator.
Right.
And then Travis, without asking, rated your pizza. And everybody, I was the only one who stood up for you. Travis, Sleewa, and May say, if you don't put a note on the pizza that says don't touch, then it's fair game for everybody.
Public pizza.
I would never touch somebody else's pizza without asking.
I agree.
I think it's an outrage.
Your name wasn't on it.
No, why does his name?
Your name has to be on it.
Mace, I know you. You would
I
never
would
go
there
into.
right now. If some lady's got Tupperware in there without a name
Let's see.
on it,
I'm gonna go see what's in there.
All right,
Bring it out.
Call in.
Mace,
I'm
you
gonna
have
go
never,
from
you have
All
never
hold on.
raided the fridge
Go
here
call.
and taken something that's not yours.
George is calling in.
From the kitchen.
Okay, do it. Now, let's lay this out.
So here's what happened.
There is food here all the time.
But this is different. Let me explain.
Okay.
So yesterday I wanted prime
Not
pizza.
inside the fridge.
I took a slice of.
I offered you a slice.
I took a slice.
Here's
of
the
prime
thing.
Pizza.
I brought my healthy food, and then once the day began, it's Halloween. There was candy. I
Yeah.
said we're going to do prime pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered prime pizza because Stephanie was not, our office manager was nice enough to go pick it up. Because getting prime delivered when there's 6 boxes, it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no place to park and
And prime pizza isn't cheap.
Yes.
So this lunch effort of mine was $200 that I'm happy to treat people. I'm very generous. I know you know that about me, Mace.
You are generous.
But at the end of the day, when we were ready to go out bouncing, I said, hey, I'm going to put a pizza aside. I put like the leftovers because this could get another lunch for tomorrow. I'm going to be back tomorrow.
Right.
Steph was here. She helped in the process. Other people. I didn't offer Travis to
All
go
right.
get breakfast in the morning from my lunch.
Right.
And he knew it was mine because he found me
All
at
right.
7 a.m. in my
Let's
office
go
and
live
shook it.
to the 710
Oh, okay.
ESPN LA kitchen where George Sedano is standing by with an update.
George, welcome.
What is in the fridge?
What's the latest?
You see the prime
here's
box?
what we've got in the fridge. There is still a box of pizza with one slice in it.
One slice.
That's so sad.
One slice. I have left 10
Don't
in there.
let Mason go back there. He'll eat it.
Is there a name on it? Because I'm on my way.
George, is it
There
pepperoni
is
or
no,
cheese?
hold on. Beto is also here. Beto, is there a name on it?
Nope, it just says Prime Pizza.
Okay, so there you go.
Oh, Beto's already on my list today,
Now,
so
what-
I don't need him taking
Mason,
my
I'm
pizza.
surprised you. What makes you think? If,
There it is. Customer, Christopher M.
Wait a minute. It says that on the box?
no, just the name on the box for the delivery purposes.
I'm sorry. That's got Chris Morales' name on it.
Okay.
This is now a
You
violation.
don't even believe what you're selling.
I have 100%.
I've known you for
It
30
has a
years.
name on
I've
it. It
never
has a
seen
name on
you
it.
randomly take someone else's food.
Not
You
saying
didn't know he was gay.
Wait a minute.
That's
yeah,
true.
For 20 years. No, John. Think about this. The pizza,
Sad but true.
There is pizza everywhere here. I assume that all the pizza is for everybody.
No.
Food shows up
Chris,
here. It's
tell
like
me-
a gazelle just went down, and there's a pack of
Untrue.
lions
But
going
that's
after
Chris.
it.
Tell me if you agree with this statement.
Okay, wait.
Our
Yeah.
reporter, George Sedano.
There is bread in a Ziploc with no name on it. Do you want that, Mace?
Bring it on.
Yeah,
What
why
is
don't you
it?
eat the bread?
What is
It's
it?
the bread.
What kind of bread?
Yeah, anything on it?
It's just like wheat bread.
That's it? By
You
itself?
won't even eat food they bring
So
in
what?
here
You know what?
for
Hey,
you.
Mace.
What lies are
dude,
you
eat it.
telling?
You're a
No,
liar,
eat it.
Mace.
Eat it. Bring it so he can eat it. Eat
Yeah.
it and then take
He
a
won't
couple
eat
bites.
it. I know it. I'll bet money he
Take
won't
a couple
eat it.
bites and put it back.
I heard that.
There's some Napa Valley Chardonnay bottle here.
bring that.
That belongs to Sam Lloyd.
Bring that. Oh, good.
Oh, that's
Does it really?
gold.
Oh,
Chardonnay.
good.
Does it really?
Good.
Why you
Let's drink
hating on Sam Lloyd?
There's some mashed potatoes here with nobody's name on it, but
Okay.
it's in like one of those like tins from like a restaurant.
Yeah, that I know that.
That's left over from John Chin.
Yeah, John Chin.
Really?
He left
2
it
weeks
there.
old?
Yeah.
All right.
That
Shouts
was-
out to you.
He was carving up for a
So we're
run.
bringing in the pizza, the wine, and the bread, man.
Yes,
Feel
let's
free to
go.
take whatever
Yes.
you like.
Party time.
Mason will not eat any
Carb
of it.
party.
Mason won't eat any of that stuff. Chris,
Start drinking.
is there not a difference between a box of pizza open in the bullpen
Right.
and a box of pizza in the refrigerator with the lid closed.
Complete difference, especially when you know it was the day before.
No, it's
and by the way, I was mentioning
your name is on it. You're not allowed to eat something with somebody else's name on it. I'm with
Travis
you 100%.
knew it was mine. My name didn't need to be on it.
It's a huge violation. The name is on the box.
You know what he told Travis?
What?
He said, listen.
So Travis tried to hand me a $5 for
Right,
the slices.
$5.
For
He
2
goes,
slices. I said,
$5.
if you went and bought it, it would be $20.
Is that Prime Pizza?
Right.
Yeah. Now, okay, Mace.
We've raided the fridge.
This
Mace.
is like a sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that's a real sandwich. That's a real sandwich.
Sam
No
Lloyd
name
on it. Sam Lloyd's wine is
Wait,
here.
this is half. Why are you killing Sam? I love Sam Lloyd.
So do
What
I.
are you doing?
Me too.
Uh,
How about you?
I love Sam Lloyd.
Yeah.
I love
I call her
Sam Lloyd.
Samantha Cirilla. That's her
Yeah.
maiden name.
We could assign this to Michael,
Nice
but it's
sandwich.
white wine, which he refuses to drink.
Oh, yeah, white wine.
Somebody really put together a nice looking, like 2 pieces of bread.
We got to find out whose sandwich this is
whose
now.
sandwich and
This
whose
is a-
wine.
But this is an
nothing
outrage.
sandwich.
All
no
this
meat in
stuff
it?
is off limits.
It's just bread.
There's nothing.
It's just
There
bread.
is just 2 slices of bread.
All of this stuff
One
from
slice of
all
pizza.
this stuff that
That's
Sedano
right.
just took out of the fridge is off limits.
No, seriously, who brought the wine?
That's a good question.
Who brought
All right,
the
let's
wine?
all make a
Do you
guess.
want the wheat bread? It's just bread.
Okay.
No, it's half a bottle of Chardonnay.
All right, I don't know if she brought it,
Yeah.
but I will say that Stephanie Alexander knows whose this is.
Whose is it?
Whose wine?
That's my prediction.
She
got
was
the
by
wine?
the fridge with us.
How's
Okay.
the cold pizza?
Yeah,
So, all right, Mace, your guess is Sam Lloyd.
My guess is Sam Lloyd.
Sedano, who has a half-open bottle of Chardonnay in the company fridge?
I'm going to go also with Sam Lloyd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Morales,
Sam Lloyd.
That's good pizza.
Yeah.
Cappy, you going with Sam or you with me on Stephanie or someone off the board?
Mark Cates.
Outside shot, it's Tiffany Silva. Outside shot.
You don't even know who Tiffany Silva is.
I
Last week,
She's gotten me so many endorsements. Are you
last
kidding
week
me?
she walked into the conference room and you said, "Hey, Sarah," and she goes, "It's
No.
Tiffany."
No, that's
Good
a
job,
joke
Mace.
that we have between us.
Oh,
I
that's
call
your
her
thing.
Oh, yeah, a
Sam
lot of
every
jokes
time.
between
That's
you
your
two.
thing with her?
It is. I know. What do you mean, Tiffany? I know, of course. You can march people out of there. I know who people
Why do you
are.
get so
We've done that
defensive?
before you
I
went
know
0 for
more-
5.
I know more people than you do here.
Why do you
Don't
get so
change.
defensive?
Absolutely. I know more people than you do.
Oh, we're having a
That's a great
contest
idea.
Oh,
to
I love
determine
it.
that.
Bring it on.
See,
Yeah.
now they're getting in the game. These
What
two.
game?
You get so defensive.
I don't get defensive.
Yeah, like
I don't get defensive.
there's like veins bulging all over your body.
You really are kind of worked up.
What did you hear his take from earlier in the week that he got mad that someone
This pisses me
tried to
off.
give him a senior discount?
Where?
And I said,
You? At
I-
the movies
I said-
across the street. I mean,
How
you've got
dare
white
they?
hair.
and George-
I'm not a senior citizen.
And I said, George, let me get this straight. They offered you a better deal to see the movie, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, but I don't want it. I don't want to be a senior. I go, what difference does it make? If you pay $5 or $10,
Right.
take the $5.
Yeah.
No, I refuse to take a senior
yeah,
discount.
I don't want the senior discount.
So then dye your hair back.
No, I'm not going to dye my hair. But you're allowed
But he
to
might
have
grow
this
a
color hair
mustache.
and not be a senior citizen.
He's thinking about doing Movember.
What
how-
percentage of the Mason Ireland audience do you think gets the senior discounts? Do it on the Venn diagram.
Effing Venn diagrams.
How old do you have to be to be a
How did it
senior
get to be
citizen?
420?
How old is the senior discount?
62.
And how old are you?
Oh, 58.
Oh, all right.
Man, if they offered
I
it to
don't-
me, I'm not 62. I'd take it.
Me
too.
I think you qualify.
Me too.
I'd
No, I'm
take
only
it.
60.
Let
Oh,
me
you're
ask
only
you this.
60.
Let me
Yeah.
ask
Oh,
you this.
okay.
If you walked into a bar
Yeah.
and they carded you,
If you were out going bouncing.
you're right.
Yep.
If they carded you in a bar, would you be insulted that they thought you were so young?
No, I'd be grateful.
Okay,
So then-
what's
so what's the
problem?
difference?
So
This
what's
is the
problem?
opposite.
So what's the
He's-
issue?
He's estimating me to be older than I am.
And offering you a discount.
If somebody says, "Oh,
Not by much, by the way.
oh no," but I mean enough.
He's off by 4 years.
4 years.
enough. I'm like
It's one
I'm-
Olympic cycle.
I'm going to see a movie today.
What is
and-
by yourself again?
Yeah.
Why, in
what-
between
what
the
do you
Lakers?
do?
Morales, you
Oh, I
never
love
go to the
going to
movies.
movies by
I
myself.
love going to
Yeah,
the movies
I
by
love it.
myself.
I've done
love
it a
it.
couple times.
Plus, what do
I
you
love
do
it.
for the in
But I'm
between when
also
you're going
worried
to
that
a
somebody's
My
going to.
hotel room?
You can
I
use
don't want
mine
to go
too.
to your hotel room. No.
What was that?
Just got a message.
That's the senior. His senior discount for the
no.
movie just kicked
I'm
in.
always
You know what
worried.
that is? No, you know what that is? That's end of crosstalk.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
always-
really. And it should have gone off 5 minutes ago.
I'm always
then we're
worried
having
if
fun.
I'm in a
around.
theater by myself that somebody's going to sit next to me and just slide a hand
All right,
over.
true
Well, I
story,
mean,
Chris. You know what he does?
Yeah.
Chris, you know what he does? Swear to God.
What?
Buys 2 seats, so that doesn't
Really?
Get
happen.
out of here. No,
Yeah.
you don't.
You weirdo.
Ask him.
No
So
way.
That's
Ask
why
him.
you take the discount. That's why you take the discount.
When it's a
Why, by the way-
crowded theater.
By the way, the fact that you do that and you don't take the discount is
Even
idiotic.
worse. It's worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
worse.
if it's cheaper and you're buying buying 2 seats. So is one of the seats always on the aisle?
I'm the aisle,
Right,
and then
and
there's
then
one seat.
That makes
next to
perfect
me.
sense to me.
Yeah, I don't want somebody.
You want a
sitting
buffer
right up
seat.
in my business. Yeah,
Oh, the
buffer
family
seat.
had a lot of buffers.
Now, if I would come and sit in the buffer seat, would you say something to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Say someone's sitting
I
there.
would say that I own this seat. This is.
Oh,
my
I
seat.
own it. But I would
purchased
say,
this
I
seat.
would say, is someone sitting here?
I would say my ticket shows that this seat
Is
belongs to
someone
me.
sitting
I
here?
actually paid money for this seat.
I understand. Is someone sitting here?
No.
Do you mind if I sit here?
I do. I do mind. It'd be like the old Rob Novak. I do mind.
You buy a middle seat in an airplane?
Yeah.
No. Cappy, I'll leave you with this. The greatest story of all time. I've never been more proud of Mason in my life. We used to have this guy here, sales guy that worked here named Rob Novak. Nice guy, but he would never shut up.
Never shut up.
So Mason and I are flying to Vegas. We're flying to Vegas, and we're on a Southwest flight.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
and
pick.
I'm in the window. Mason's on the aisle.
Right.
And he
Here comes
sees
Novak.
Novak get on the plane, and he looks at me. He goes, Ireland. Here comes Novak. I know he's going to try and sit here. We can't let him sit here. I go, well, what are we going to do? and he goes, all I want to do is sleep. We cannot. And I'm like, dude, there's nothing we can do. Literally, almost like out of a sitcom. Novak walks up to us and goes, hey, guys, only middle seats left. Do you mind? And he steps towards Mason.
He did the
and
step.
Mason goes, yes, I do mind. And Novak goes, is someone sitting here? And Mason goes, yes, her. He points at a girl behind him who we did not know. And the girl goes, wow, thanks. And the guy was crushed. So I was like, never been proud of it. It was awesome. So like 3 years later.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Veronica Lawler, who is in charge, she's the VP of ticketing for the Lakers. And I get to know her a little bit, and she goes, I've been debating whether or not to tell you something.
Oh, no.
And I went, what? She goes, I always thought that you were so mean, and you're not. And I go, why would you think I was mean? She goes, well, I was sitting on this plane once. She was two rows in front of us and saw the whole thing.
Oh, my God.
And she goes, that's the meanest thing I've ever seen anyone do. And Mason was like, unapologetic. He just owned it. It was awesome.
Yeah. And by the way, then you wonder why Chris says people used to be afraid
By the
of
way,
you.
Samantha Lloyd just texted.
Her wine?
She didn't
Can
think
we
it was
finish her wine?
No, she said she would never leave a half a bottle of wine.
That's true.
Right. See, I think it's Mark Cates's.
Yeah, could be.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
After you walk out, Cappy's going to tell us about Yamava.
Okay,
Why do I have to wait for them to lock
So
out?
we're back.
Let him walk out.
We might as well just break for 2 segments at this point.
Yeah.
Or we could keep rolling if you want.
That was a 30-minute cross.
We're back tomorrow at 1. Lakers Clippers tonight. Cappy, you going to go on the Schmooze Fest tonight?
I am. Are you?
Yes.
And are you dressed for the evening right now?
I've got a little jacket thing I'm going to wear over
puffer?
it. Yeah. Puffy vest.
Okay.
Puffy jacket.
You're wearing a
Puffy
vest?
jacket makes its return.
You wearing a vest or a jacket?
No vest. Jacket.
Okay, jacket.
Jacket tonight.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. And you?
You see me. I'm just like a.
But he can pull this off.
Just in a
Just
t-shirt.
look like a schlub.
We also have a cocktail meeting before the game. So
a cocktail.
Wow, fancy.
we might be a little puffy ourselves.
The fact that you're leaving though right now is not good because this whole crosstalk was a great crosstalk, a super
was.
crosstalk,
It
as a
was.
matter of fact.
Yeah.
But I actually had something I really wanted to bring up with you. That's a big rumor that's going around.
What?
Is
Lakers.
it that Mason's gay?
No. There's a big rumor going around Lakers media
Oh.
about you, sir.
What?
Oh, just lay it on us.
Just go. Let's just do
Just
this
go.
at this
Let's
point.
do this.
You can't put that out the air. That's
Screw
a
the
hanging
clock.
curveball.
You can't.
Yeah.
What's the rumor?
The rumor is that Mace has been spotted in the media room, like kissing the ring of Jay Moore.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
I just talked to Jay Moore. What is the
No,
kissing the
I've
ring
heard
about?
it's beyond talking.
I've known Jay for 25 years.
I'm not. Listen to me. Don't look at me.
He came to me. I didn't go to him.
Oh, okay.
No,
Wait a second.
Yeah, he did. He walked up to me and said, I was hoping I'd see you here tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
People said that you were laughing so loud that like he
Well,
must
he's
have
a very
been
funny
doing,
man.
Yeah, he must have been doing his Christopher Walken impression or something.
He's a stand-up. It's great.
There's a boy who does me.
Yeah. No, but so why is that?
No,
it's not a rumor. I'm confirming.
Okay, got it.
I talked to Jay Moore.
No, talking is not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The word on the street.
Canoodling?
It was like beyond canoodling.
Yeah.
Beyond.
I don't know. I'll see Jay tonight.
And by the way, Bergen
Are you going
said,
to go to the patio?
If Jay lets me in, I'm going to the patio.
Okay, all right.
I turtled. I was supposed to ask, and I didn't ask.
You turtled.
You pulled the Cappy.
I never turtled with Jay Moore, right, Cappy?
No, you didn't.
I've never turtled.
What was
with
the
him.
name of the show you used to like?
Action. Remember when he did that one season of Action?
Sure.
It was an amazing show. And now he calls me action guy. For years, I would bring it up to him anytime I ran into him or booked him for a show. And then we used to be at parties together, and we did a trick for everybody. But we won't talk about that.
No, that trick is not something you want to hear about, Mace.
No.
I heard about it.
By the way, real quick, since we're here.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I toured the Clippers' new building.
Oh, how is it?
Let me tell you.
Is it crazy?
It is insane.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's the Sphere in Los Angeles.
Toilets! So they consulted the Sphere people.
Okay.
They consulted the SoFi people and like a bunch of different arenas across the country. And it feels like everything you like about every arena into one, including having the feel of like the Forum in the side.
Wow. What percentage are they done?
It's going to open in August.
About 60%.
60%?
And
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Do they have a scoreboard, the
like
Oculus?
SoFi. Like SoFi.
And do they have a media room that's bigger than a closet?
The media room, I saw it.
Yeah.
Is freaking huge. They
They're
even
going to
have
take good care of the media. Invite the media.
Now I think they did this on purpose. They even had, because I was there, they even have a room specifically for the sideline reporter on national games.
Oh, the sideline reporter.
You got your own green room.
Get your own green room.
Well, if you go
Are we
across
allowed
the
in?
street to crypto, you'll get your own folding chair.
Yeah,
that's where you get
and the
there.
toilets. Were absolutely divine.
Really, you use them
everywhere?
I saw them all.
You didn't use one? You
No,
didn't
I
mark
didn't
your
use that.
territory?
They weren't using.
They weren't
They
functional
usable
yet,
Yeah,
Cat.
but
What? That's what I would have done.
Toilets were beautiful. I mean, that place. It really felt like in the bowl. It felt like you're in the Forum. Just the way the build is.
Wow, cool.
It's nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. So these guys, I don't know. Do you still have a clock that you follow?
We don't. Afternoon show doesn't follow a clock.
Oh, okay.
I've been arguing to Bergman, pointing out to him that no show follows a
I hate
clock
clocks.
except
Well,
his.
we need it for shows with a lot,
with a lot of ads on it.
Yeah.
We just use the Force.
Yeah, exactly.
It just guides us.
All right, see you tomorrow. See you at the game tonight, maybe. Go Lakers. And Cappy, what do you got?
Let me tell you guys that today we're here in studio and the Lakers and the Clippers tonight. Tomorrow, let's all meet out at Yamava, the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet. It is to sports bars what SoFi is to stadiums, okay? And I want everybody to come out there. They got 32 different craft beers. They got 4 incredible restaurants. And we're going to watch Thursday Night Football. But most importantly, I think I've buried the lead here. Lindsay Baseball is giving away $1,000, $250 every quarter. Me, Christopher Arthur Morales, the Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, and Lindsay Baseball tomorrow, the 909, 4 o'clock, Yamava. Be there.
Every Friday, we're giving away fifth row